Hello, everyone, and welcome to ESPN NFL Primetime 2002. I start today's video a little irked. A couple of days ago, I was playing MLB The Show as I do. I like the feature in OBS to pause and unpause videos because it cuts down, like if I get up to use the restroom or take a break during some of the longer recordings. I can lop all that dead air out, put nothing there, and it's a like 3 or 4 second thing for you to watch in the future. And I think it's very helpful. It also helps because when I was streaming, I was putting in copyrighted music. Anyway, apparently when I paused the video during the Mets game, when I unpaused it, the computer, something broke in OBS or something with the microphone. I don't know what it was, but it just sounded like a chipmunk squeal. So, yeah, that was pretty frustrating. It turns out that I burned an entire 3-hour Starfield video on that. So, I'm a little upset today, a little frustrated, and I bring bad news. So the audio issue is fixed right now. God, I hope. I'm so nervous about it. And the Cincinnati game that went up yesterday is rough on the audio. I understand if you don't watch it all the way through. I get it. I like to thanks to Mark, who pointed that out in the comments before I started recording this video. Just restart your computer every day, Sean. Every day. Maybe even between every video at this point, because 3 hours is a lot of time to lose. So, all right. We're gonna get into some happy things here. I hope the audio is working correctly. Oh God, I'm so nervous. We have 4 games for you, as we do every single week here on youtube.com/ShawnosaurusRex. This is random rosters. Like I said, we're playing ESPN NFL Primetime 2002. We're doing the 2001-2002 season, but the entire league has been randomized with a fantasy draft, and we just watch 4 games and see how the season plays out. This is technically episode number 89, but only number 9 of the season. You don't have to have any prior knowledge. An idea of like kind of who played around this time is kind of fun, but you don't have to have any prior knowledge about previous seasons or anything. You can just jump in. Every season is a fresh start. 4 games for you. We have some close and cluttered divisions, and that's what we are looking at today with most of, I believe all 4 of the games. We are going to begin with the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. The Giants and the Eagles are kind of the 2 teams that have never really been competitive in the NFC East. And the Giants kind of finally are. It's a cluttered division in the East. We'll take a quick look at the standings here, as it's the first one right after NFC. There you go. You have the Cowboys on top at 4-3, and the Giants right behind them at 4-4. Washington's 3-5. Eagles and Cardinals are both 2-5. So we could see a little bit of a shakeup if the Giants can perform well today. I also don't know that we have even watched the Giants play football yet, and if we have, it was a very long time ago. We've seen the Jets a couple times, but I don't know about the Giants. Then we are going to take a look at the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. These are 2 teams in the AFC Central, which is always wild. The Bengals lost their last game, which makes things a little bit tighter. It's a good game for the Jaguars to try and jump on top of. The Titans can pull themselves back into the race with a win today and pull the Jaguars back a little bit, not everybody up kind of at 4-4. We will then go to check out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. This is another Central Division matchup. Winner has the lead of the NFC Central. Packers have lost 1. The Buccaneers have won 2. Last but not least, we're going to go to the AFC West, and we're going to check out the Broncos, who are 4-3-1, taking on the Oakland Raiders, who are 5-2. Very cluttered division, minus the Chargers, and the Broncos and Seahawks have the tie. It was a 6-6 tie that you actually got to watch here in Week 6. That's weird. So you can go back and watch that. Spoiler alert, it is a tie. It's not a great game, but if you want to see how that kind of worked out, you're welcome to go check that out. So let's jump into today's first game. We're going to the NFC East. We're going to watch the Cowboys take on the Giants. And, we're going to... Oh, boy. I'm so nervous. I guess I should have tested... I guess I could have used maybe like a little more testing, but...
Live from the Meadowlands, it's an NFL primetime matchup on ESPN.
All right, make sure
Chris
we got
Berman
that.
Alongside TJ, Tom Jackson.
Might be a little hesitant on the. Oops.
Tom, how do you assess today's game?
The New York Giants entered the game in second place of their division, aiming to pick up their third consecutive win today. Meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys come into this game leading the NFC.
OBS is a great tool. It's free. It's like it's open. Everybody gets to use it. It's awesome. It's a fantastic tool.
Thanks, Tom.
I would never want to besmirch the good name of OBS. It is a little frustrating though, but it's partially on me. I got to double check stuff and I got to make sure that I'm
Cowboys line up for the kickoff.
making sure that I'm being more on top of it as far as a content creator. I can't just trust that everything's going to work. All right. The Giants run the ball all the way up to the 25-yard line. I'm going to take a quick check of my notes here. I don't know that we've watched the New York Giants play yet. So we go Control F, and we will look for Giants.
Incomplete pass.
Week 9, that's this week. Wow. We have not ever seen the New York Giants. I can't find them.
Two tight ends for the Giants.
Huh. All right. Well. Yep. The only time we've seen him is 2009. Is week number 9. So welcome on in. Welcome to the Giants. They would be as late as I think the Buffalo Bills back in season number 1, where I just did not get to them. For whatever reason, I have no idea why.
Double tight end, shotgun set for the O.
Oh man, that sucks. Cincinnati Reds video doing real well, 21 views, and then it's just like, well.
Incomplete pass. Here's their first punt of the game.
Where is that other thing? Comments. Totally fair. All right. We're jumping in here. The New York Giants not really showing why they should be featured on this show. With a 3-and-out that went so quickly, I didn't even realize it was happening. Sorry to fans of the New York Giants if you were like, man, why doesn't he ever put them on here? It's because I forgot, apparently. Now, the Dallas Cowboys have been kind of a frustrating team to watch. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's the New England Patriots that I got confused with. I apologize. Giants, oh boy, Cowboys. I'm so distracted by the audio. I'm so distracted. It's okay. Everything's going to be okay. It's going to work out. This one's a video, though, that I can't, redo. I can revert a Starfield save for a little bit and do something different. Be with another handoff up the middle. Brian Urlacher appears to be injured, even though he looks fine. 3rd down and 10, 2 runs right up the middle that don't do a whole lot of anything. And they are set with 2 backs in the backfield. Throws to the left side, finds a completion right around midfield. Not enough for a first down. And it will be another punting scenario here. So obviously an electric start here in New York. As the Giants and Cowboys trade punts in the first 90 seconds. Mitch Berger, he's back to kick. We do get a lot more repeat teams with the 4-game schedule, just because there's obviously one more game to fill. So we've seen a lot of duplicates. The playoff chase, I think, is going to be interesting. It might be the most. Ooh, a pinched neck.
1 to 4 weeks.
1 to 4 weeks. Oof. I do think this game has the potential to have maybe the most playoff
A 1-yard run by
possibilities. I mean, there are a couple of divisions that are really cluttered. There's a couple of them like the NFC West, which has the Rams kind of just out in front. But like the NFC Central is very competitive. The NFC East that we're looking at here is very competitive. The AFC Central is always a disaster. The AFC East has been good, as is the West. I mean, there's obviously 8 weeks after this, so it's, a lot can happen, but hopefully we have lots of stuff on the line as we continue through the season. 3rd down and short. We're going to go with a run game. Finds a nice hole off the left side. Falls forward after a gain of, what, 6 or 7? That'll be a first down and 10 from the 36. Quarterback number 3. Is that Jeff George? Oh, John Kitna throws it long ways. Wow, that is a dangerous pass out to the flat. When we see that in the mascot tournament that Ray holds on twitch.tv/Ray, we watch a lot of interceptions. And on this, we see a lot of just kind of batted balls. Very lucky to come up with a completion there and a good completion that goes for another first down. Giants doing a good job of kind of just taking that first drive and trashing it from their memory.
Stop at the 37-yard line.
They have been gaining solid yards on every single play here. Second down and short.
37-yard line. The D shows a 4-3. Sasser with the ball.
Ooh, tried to get the first down, I think. Wow, Nate Wayne's getting the show there, and they're going to give it to the Cowboys that time. Stopped him short.
Inches at the 37-yard line. The D shows a 4-3. Here's the handoff.
Owen with a run. Oh, they went to that same kind of play. Seems like running right up the middle is not in this game's best interest. You want to go off to the side.
First and 10.
But I don't think you want to go wide. You have a very finite window to run, and it's between like 2 gaps, and that's it. Excellent read there by the Cowboys defense. I believe that's.
Need to be able to get a first down on the ground every now and then to keep the defense.
Pardon me, that is indeed John Lynch. He'll drop the running back for the Giants for a 1-yard loss. Second and 11. Dallas and New York traded field goals in the first about 90 seconds or so, and the Giants have taken this drive for 2 minutes, 3 minutes at this point.
Guts to even try to thread the needle. First and 10 at the 16-yard line. The D shows a 4-3.
Ooh, a false start. That could be a real. That could be a drive killer here for this.
5-yard penalty, first down.
He really looked like he forgot the snap count.
First and 15 at the 21-yard line.
Oh. Now my headphones are having a problem.
Play action fake.
Getting off the play action, throws into the end zone, incomplete. Batted away by Ahmed Plummer. Don't know why that was such a hard name to say. Second down and 15 to go. 8 seconds in the quarter. It bounces off the right side. Finds a little bit of room there, and that should take us to the end of quarter number 1. It's 3rd and 9. Cowboys and Giants knotted up at 0, but the Giants, they are driving in prime position for a field goal, barring any sort of turnover. And we'll see what they have drawn up here. Third down and 9. Throws right side, and he is actually going to get a completion. I am shocked that that is a completed pass right there. Troy Edwards with an excellent catch right there. And first down and goal here for the New York Giants. The defender looked like he was in perfect position. Oh, and that time the defender was indeed in perfect position. Drove him way back. Second and goal, but it's second and a long goal.
Second and goal at the 11-yard line.
Goal.
He shows a 4-3. Kitman drops back. Third and goal at the 11-yard line.
Now my headset's giving me some trouble here. Third down and goal after the incomplete pass. Looked like it was going to be a screenplay, but those just don't get set up well. They'll go to the flat, and they have a runner. They have a lane, I should say. A lane to run, and Gary, I don't even think he got touched going into the end zone right there. An excellent play for 6. And the Giants take an early lead. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
That's his first extra point today.
4:13 to go in the second quarter here. And we have a 7-point lead for the Giants. They would take control of first place in the NFC East and perhaps look at their first playoff berth here in season number 5 of Random Rosters. First down and 10. Drops and throws, finds a receiver, and that's a nice completion for a gain of 5. Just get some positive yards there. Richie Anderson's first catch of the day. Cowboys couldn't get anything going on the ground. Instead, they go to the air on 1st and 10. Looks like a good call because it was a completed pass. Second down and 5. Looks like an I formation back there, maybe offset. Throws right side, batted away, and incomplete. Greg Wesley.
Boom, the receiver was surrounded by defenders.
Third down and 5.
Easily been a lot worse than an incompletion.
Throws left side, finds a receiver who made sure that they got in the perfect position to grab that ball. Nice catch there by Terry Hardy. 6 yards is enough to give him the first down.
10 at the 33-yard line. 4 down linemen on D. Batch looks downfield.
Wow, Charlie Batch back there playing very well. Slings that one to the sideline. Both these teams got off to terrible starts on their first drive, and their second drive has been like a different team. Like they accidentally set their defense out for the offensive possession the first time. Like, oh, shoot. We'll pitch to the left side. Brings it back inside a little bit. Brought it back in a little too much. Still found 3 yards on the ground. Second down and 7.
Strong eye, receiver in the slot for the Cowboys. Here's the pitch out.
Pitch. That one's going to the right side. Somehow made it through while it tackled it. Looked like it was going to, I mean, he made it through contact. It looked like it was going to be deep in his own backfield. A beautiful move by Pittman to get out to the edge and find a monster gain. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Throws left side. Leaping grab.
To keep the drive moving.
And Sylvester Morris comes down with a catch for 10, and that will give them a 1st and 10 from a 20-yard line, just outside the 20. 2 backs. Both stay in to block. Batch. Is it Batch? Morris picks up another 10 yards on that one. They'll give him 2nd and short that time. They gave him a 9 3/4 gain there. That was the 2-minute warning, by the way, if you're curious why the clock stopped. As I was, because I kind of forgot about it. Pittman with the reception in the flat picks up enough for the first down. 2 catches, a 5-yard average, long of 5.
At the 5-yard line. Go back to the strong side, receiver in the slot for the O.
Pitch. Oh, that's an excellent play. I think he missed it earlier, but that time the Giants defense comes through. I believe that is Champ Bailey. Drops, finds a man in the flat, and that is going to be stopped well short of the goal line. Bill Romanowski on the tackle. First time Michael Pittman's caught a ball for less than 5 yards. 3rd and goal from the 6. Going with the draw play off the right side, and he's going to find the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 putrid drives. And that'll be followed up with touchdowns on either side. And well-executed, well-played drives. Not great defense on either of those. Some nice plays here or there, but just couldn't. I mean, that's a 3rd and goal from the 6. They went with a run play.
That's his first extra point today. High kick towards the end zone.
3 yards deep, and he'll get up to the 15 to the 20. And that is where he will get tackled. 1:03 to go here in the second quarter, just when you thought that other That
First and 10
that Giants
from the
drive was
19-yard
nice
line.
and long. The Cowboys come back and
Lead.
put one up that's almost 4 minutes. Oh, the play action pass throws right side into double coverage, batted away. John Lynch.
That's his first
3
pass
tackles in
defended
his first
today.
pass
Chris,
defended
when you
today.
try to force the ball
Second
into
and 10.
coverage, you have to accept
Offset
a
I
lot of
formation.
incompletions.
Kitna throws right side a little earlier. I can't tell if that's a miscommunication on the timing from the quarterback or if it's a good job by the defender to jam or kind of just get in the way. These hitboxes we've seen are pretty brutal in their width and height. Oh my goodness, the throw was beautiful into the arms for a touchdown. 13-7 Giants.
Nice play call. They knew just who to go to and what play to call.
It's a solid effort on the defensive side. Lynch going for that second pass defense. Instead, mistimed his jump. The ball goes over him and into the waiting arms of a New York Giants receiver. 13-7 now with 49 seconds to go in the second quarter.
And it's good. That'll be 2 extra points today. Deep kick. Tackled by Hollister.
Tackled at about the 21-yard line, so the Giants respond immediately to the touchdown with a touchdown.
First and 10.
They do give Dallas 45 seconds on the clock. They should have a full allotment of timeouts. I don't remember any of them being taken. And it's first down and 10.
Fakes the
On
handoff.
with the play action pass. Throws to the flat. Finds a receiver who smartly gets out of
As we
bounds.
go
3
inside
seconds off the
number.
clock and a pretty solid gain on
Interesting
first
stats
and
so
10,
far,
setting
Tom.
up second
The
down and
offense
short.
has shown
They can
attack
dink and
the
dunk
entire
down the field. They might have to take one big shot. But they have time to work with. If they can get 6-yard plays like that, that only take 3-4 seconds.
Pitch to
The
Anderson.
run to the left side's a bit of a surprising call.
A 1-yard run by Anderson.
Lack of timeout, also very surprising from either side. You'd want to take it if you're a Giants, if you're the Giants, because of the
Downfield.
A nice tackle after a big
opportunity to
gain
get
by
off the field and maybe try for another big bomb before the half. Nice throw by the Cowboys quarterback toward the sideline, picks up the first down. First and 10 from the 40,
Patch looking
under
to
30
throw.
seconds to go.
Nothing.
Poor throw right there,
Absolutely
and
nothing.
even worse clock management.
Second and 11. Batch looks
Batch
downfield.
throws right side, misses everybody.
Down
Third and 11.
to the first. Strong eye, 2 tight ends for Dallas. The quarterback looks to pass.
Throws left side,
The
finds
receiver actually took his eye off the ball,
receiving
maybe.
receiver's hands, but just couldn't come down with it. 4th down and 11. A little surprised to see a punt here. Ideally, you just kind of huck it. It'd be a Hail Mary situation, but not here in ESPN NFL Primetime 2002.
Brought down by McDaniel.
Wow, very
At
even
halftime, the Giants,
stats game, which you
14,
might expect.
Cowboys, 7.
5 for 6 on third downs are the New York Giants.
The Cowboys back to receive
And the
kick.
Cowboys are going to get the kickoff here.
We're underway.
Chris, the outcome of this game will depend on how the teams will respond here in the second half.
So nice job getting that back up to the regular starting field position. Second time that we've seen the kick maybe a couple yards short of that end line or the end zone line. Able to get a decent return.
Running play. Up to the
Run
line.
play off the left side. Pittman finds a little bit of a hole. Warfield there is ready for the tackle. Second down and 7.
7 to go. Pass play.
Throwing over the middle and missed a little bit of everybody there. It's a leaping attempt from the receiver, but
23-yard line.
couldn't make the connection. It's like a bit of a jumbo set here for the Dallas Cowboys. 3rd down and 7. Drops back to pass. Looks, throws left side. Finds an interception.
That's his first interception.
Ooh,
from
that's a
today.
nice pick
Giants
on that New
ball.
York side. Just in really nice position there. Kind of got in front of the receiver. Ran the route better than the receiver did. Kitna throws over the middle. He finds a one-handed grab. And that'll set him up inside the red zone almost immediately. The second play of this drive. 1st and 10 from the 19. Giants a good opportunity here to take pretty solid control of this game early in the second half. Kitna, I like the call there. Get your fullbacks involved. We'll offset I to the quarterback's right. Find him for a gain of 3. Sorry about punching the table twice.
7 to go.
2 backs in the backfield.
It's a run.
Going with a handoff. Wow, right up the gut. The referee got taken out.
Gets the first down. Great use of blockers on that play.
A good run and a cloud of dust. That's football.
1st down and goal. Going with an offset I. Play action pass. Throws into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown Giants.
Boom, the receiver showed a real nose for the end zone.
Giants
Good thing, too.
quickly
He's on my fantasy team this week.
making work of this Cowboys defense. I think there were 2 receivers that were probably going to have a shot at that. 20-7. Kick is up. Kick is good. 21-7 now the score with 3.5 to go in quarter number 3.
High and to the right.
Deep. Oh my goodness. Mystery patch of ice out there. That man hit his keister. Nice move by the Cowboys. We'll start with their regular field position right around that 20-yard line. This time at the 22. 1st and 10. Pitch left side. Tracked down nicely in the backfield. I'll give that a loss back to the 25-yard line.
2nd down and 17 to go. Draw play.
Going with a draw play. You know, I kind of like the draw play on a 2nd down and long like that. Just try to catch him off guard.
3rd down and
He
11.
got 6 of the yards that were lost back.
Receiver in the slot for the Cowboys.
Going to the left side, batted away. And this Giants defense seems to be taking over. I don't know if there was an injury to the Cowboys quarterback. I don't remember who their quarterback was earlier in the season. Punt is away.
He switches gears. 1st and 10.
1st down and 10. Offset I formation. Looks like it's going to be offset to the weak side this time. They're calling some sort of an audible there. Not even halfway through the 3rd quarter, and the Giants starting their 2nd drive right at midfield. I was trying to see if that play would get into Cowboys territory, but it did not. Great defensive read there.
2nd and 11.
Forces a 1-yard
Defense
loss.
lines up looking to put some serious heat on the QB.
High formation.
It's a run.
Going with a run. Trying the right side. Finds all kinds of room. Slithers and slides through everybody. That is a touchdown for the Giants.
51-yard run for the
Wow.
touchdown.
The running back should give that ball to the guys up front.
Just shifting through everything. Excellent blocking all the way around. Really delayed on trying to get back up off the ground, but... Oh, please stop playing the music. Please. I beg of you. Steve Christie, 3 for 3 on extra points. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So we have a 28-7 game. My goodness. Average starting field position, pretty fair at their own 20. About a yard deep. And he'll get a little bit further, all the way up to the 23, 24.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. The quarterback looks to
Throwing
pass.
left side, finds a leaping receiver.
A 5-yard pass.
It's Richie Anderson, his 2nd grab of the day. Picks up
If
6.
you're going to throw, you have to protect like you saw there. Because of that protection,
Going to the right side. Finds a receiver, but he couldn't hold on. The hit applied by Wesley. I don't know why that's throwing me off. I think of this street in Spokane, Wellesley. Nice hit there to jar the ball loose. We're going to go with another pass here. 3rd down and 4, and that's going to find a Giants defender's hand. They did not find any success on that first drive of the running game, but they've been a little more successful over the ensuing drives. I would have liked to have seen a run play there. They were willing to run a draw on a 2nd and 17. Why not run something on a 3rd and 4? And they are very quickly going to give the ball back to a Giants offense that is hot.
By Williams. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10, Kitna hands the ball off. I think that's what you do. If you're the New York Giants, you just just run it down their throats. They have not been able to stop you very well throughout most of this game. It's only, I guess, it's most common to be stopped when you try to pitch it outside. The computer seems to read that very well. We already have the Giants burning some clock here with 1.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Nice handoff, and again, the Dallas Cowboys defense is nowhere to be found on these run plays. Absolutely nowhere. 8.7 yards per carry. Granted, a 51-yard run really helps, but he has been ripping off big chunks regardless. 1st down and 10. The Giants take an extended huddle.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Go back to the strong side for the Giants. The pitch to the back. Around the right corner.
Pitch to the right side. That time actually picked up some positive yards. Those aren't always the best of plays. 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
11 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter, excuse me. They didn't even need to take the snap, but they do. They run it to the outside, not blocked as well as we've seen other plays blocked. But that will run us to the end of quarter number 3. All Giants in that 3rd quarter. They scored 2 touchdowns and really blew this game open. 28-7 through 3.
3rd down and 3 for the 1st.
In what feels like a game that's kind of just like blinked and gone by. I was a little worried, especially with how bad those first drives were, that it was just going to be a nightmare because neither team did anything. But then touchdown.
A 9-yard run for the 1st down.
And we are going to see a lot of this. If I haven't told you, this is a great opportunity too. Random rosters every Tuesday right here on the channel. 6 a.m. Pacific is when it posts, so it's ready for you when you get up. Or if you're on the East Coast, it's ready for you when you get to work. If you are working on... Oh, we threw a pick to John Lynch. John Lynch has been all over our screens today, and he comes through with a massive interception. Gives Dallas a shred of hope. I don't know why New York is throwing in that situation. They've already extended huddles to make sure that they are running the clock down. Why aren't you just keeping it on the ground? If you are getting to work on that East Coast, it's ready for you at 9 a.m. for you, 6 a.m. for the West Coast. Baseball at night, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Mariners continue a series against the Cincinnati Reds. Game 2 of 3. And that is a long throw. Usually that's a throw we see toward the end of the game, not with 4:12 to go. We'll be in Tampa Bay starting Thursday, and we'll end a long stretch of games with a set against the Los Angeles Angels starting Monday at home, and then we'll have a day off, and we'll get the other team from Los Angeles, a familiar World Series foe. Tomorrow on the channel, Starfield episode number 2, that'll go up. That episode recorded just fine. So that one's good to go.
1st and 10. Go back to the strong side, receiver in the slot for the O.
Thursday should be looking at Sea of Thieves, and I'm not sure what's going to go up on Friday.
The handoff.
I now have to kind of, not like scramble necessarily, but I do need to find a... I thought I already had it filmed, so... It's okay. It happens. No big deal. It's no big deal. So the Giants doing a good job, at least kind of keeping it on the ground here, burning this clock down. They're up 3 scores. That throw was completely unnecessary. There's no reason that they needed to do that. Because best case scenario, you get a completed pass. Worst case scenario, you give it to Dallas and they're able to score and have some life in this game. Not much, but a little bit. 3rd down and inches. The football season kicking off on Thursday. Kansas City taking on Detroit. Detroit, not a very good team in this game, but high expectations for them in the regular NFL.
Ball to Gary. Tackled by McDonald. An 8-yard run by Gary.
Man, 17 carries, over 100 yards, absolutely crushing it today. I feel like one of the rare times we actually hear a whistle in this game.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line. 4-3 defense for the Cowboys.
Giants on a 1st and 10. Pitch to the right side. Should take us to the 2-minute warning.
Too many passes are thrown to Ahmed Plummer's side. He will make you pay.
At the 2-minute warning, the Giants 28, Cowboys 7. Let's go inside the numbers.
Inside the
Interesting
numbers.
stats so far, Tom.
The offense seemed to be winning the battle at the line of scrimmage.
They have opened up holes consistently for this running back the Giants O-line has. Obviously, the big 51-yard run is
Nowhere to run.
a huge play in this game, but consistently been able to get upfield. And a game that was a touchdown in that 3rd quarter drastically turned. We are looking at a blowout win for the New York Giants.
Third down and 13 for the first. D sitting in the dime defense. Ball to Garrett. He corrals him at the 40-yard line. A 1-yard run by Gary.
So it's 4th down and 12. They probably should just punt the ball. Cough and corner it.
Punting unit comes on the field.
That is a really nice coffin corner all the way down to the 10-yard line. John Kitna, 3 touchdown passes. Did throw that poor pick on 162 yards. Just efficient through the air. 3 touchdowns under 175 yards. That is kind of wild. 37 seconds to go here. Cowboys throwing the ball off the hands and incomplete. Fletcher.
2nd and 10.
With the stop on defense. 2nd down and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Forced back at the line.
Dallas seems just content to let this run out. Incomplete pass on 1st down. And then a run on 2nd down. This Cowboys team is...
High formation for Dallas.
Dropping back, looking deep, left side. Finds nobody. It hits some hands, but nobody came down with it. And at 4th and 9, for some reason, they're going to waste everyone's time with a punt. They're not even going to go for it. Which means, why did you throw it on 3rd down? All of this is very confusing. 3 seconds to go, and we will see the victory formation from the New York Giants. 28-7 your final. And the Giants should take first place in the NFC East, but there is a little bit of like half games or whatever.
I'm Chris Berman.
What a weird result. I need every game to be about that fast. Let's see. Where are we going? Oh, we're going Bucks, Packers, Battle of the Bays here on Random Rosters, episode number 89. I'm going to grab a thumbnail, and then I am going to excuse myself for just a moment. I am too scared to pause the video, so I'm just gonna let it roll without me talking. As soon as I grab this little screen here, come on, loading screen.
Live from Green Bay,
Live from Green Bay. Winner takes control of the NFC North. Who gets it? Find out in just a moment as this game gets started. I will join you in progress.
Tom Jackson. All of us at Prime Time and all of us at ESPN, welcome. Tom, what do these two teams bring to the table today?
The Green Bay Packers come into this game leading the NFC Central.
Man, I sure hope I didn't do anything embarrassing, like leave my microphone on. I can say something embarrassing, like, God, I love the people who watch my videos. Makes me feel so good that people enjoy this kind of content, too. It's very cool of you.
Having won 2 games in a row.
Thanks, Tom.
I do really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Go
Go
Pack, go, baby. It's going to be a fun season. I'm really looking forward to having football back. I'll be right back. Right back. I'm kind of honestly scared to even mute the microphone. Jason Hanson, go Cougs! I'm going to be at the Cougars game on Saturday. Let's go. Go Cougs. Go Cougs. Go Pack, go.
The beginning of a football game is the excitement is in the air and the teams can't wait to get out and hit each other.
First down and 10 to go. 4 down linemen on D. Third back. Quick drop. Hold on. There's a penalty.
Defensive pass interference on number 24, defense. Penalty accepted. First down.
The DB almost had to make that contact or else he would have been burned for a touchdown.
First and 10. Pass play. Incomplete. Second and 10 at the 22-yard line. 4 down linemen on D.
90. 390.
He gives the ball to Smith. Third and 9 at the 23-yard line. Bring in the nickel package. Quarterback drops back. The throw out of bounds. The punting unit comes on the field. First and 10. Brooks looking to throw. Second down and 12 to go. The D shows a 4-3. Draw play. He corrals him at the 36-yard line.
Chris, they really fill the gaps on that play. They look fired up for this ball game.
pass play. The defender just cuts him off. Incomplete pass. Straczynski back to punt.
All right, doesn't really look like it missed a whole lot. Only about a minute and 15 seconds of game action. The punt is away here for Green Bay. From the 20, he'll take it up near the 35-yard line. That is where Tampa Bay will start this drive.
1st and 10. The D shows a 4-3.
Gerback throws right side, finds the hands of a receiver, but incomplete. 2nd down and 10. I believe we had Tampa Bay on last week. We did. They played Minnesota. Got themselves a good opportunity here to take first place in the NFC Central. Deep drop there, throws to the left side, finds a man near the sideline. He's able to turn upfield for a few extra.
The defense is going to have to step up.
Eddie Kinnison picks up 14 to the 49-yard line while I'm thinking about it. Wow.
Here's the pitch out.
A top 10 team looks like it is about to go down. Clemson has only scored 7 points.
2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
They trail Duke 28-7. Minnesota put up 20 runs on Cleveland. That's wild.
The quarterback looks to pass. Brought down at the 38-yard line. An 11-yard pass.
Good looking drive here for Tampa Bay. In Green Bay territory, the 38-yard line.
Give yourself a shot at a first down.
The pitch out by
We go with a pitch to the right side. Excellent drive there by Takeo Spikes. Gets a tackle after stopping him for a 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8. Throws left side, or throws to his left over the middle, finds a receiver. Kind of a weird looking visor there. Terry Glenn.
1st down and 10 to go.
I enjoyed watching him play on the Patriots. 1st down and 10. Pitch left side, and the Green Bay Packers with an excellent defensive call to drop him in the backfield. For some reason, that player's number was 80. We have seen some very oddball substitutions at spots. I think Joey Galloway had a tackle at one point for some reason, and it was not on special teams. 2nd down and 17. Gerback drops, throws right side, finds a receiver who holds on through a monster hit. Gerback threw that ball a little bit high, kind of left his receiver out to dry, but receiver rewards him with a catch, a completion. That takes him inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 15. Drops back to throw to the right side, finds a receiver in stride. Really nice throw. Even though that route tends to give the quarterbacks trouble. It's either a nice completion like that, but often it's an interception. False start on number 58 of the offense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. So 1st and goal from the 10.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll give it to him at the 9-yard line. 1 minute even here to go in quarter number 1. 2 backs in the backfield. Gerback drops, stands low. He stood, he looked, he fired to his left. He had a wide open receiver.
Obviously, he was trying to run before he caught it.
Just dropped at the goal line. All he had to do was catch that and turn slightly, and he would have caught a touchdown. Instead, Terry Glenn comes through. Nice catch over the middle. Set up 3rd and goal from the 1.
At the 1-yard line. He shows a 4-3. Going to run it.
Oh, we went to the left, but big number 91 was in the way. Aaron Smith with a huge tackle to force a field goal attempt. Oh, just kidding. They're going for it. It's 4th and goal, and they're going for it all. With a man in motion, jogging in place, running fullback right side. Number 90 gets an excellent stop. Terrific penetration to get into the backfield and drag him down before he could hit the hole. Turnover on downs, and Green Bay takes over from their own 1.5 yard line. Drop for Aaron Brooks. Throws left side. Finds a receiver out near the 20. First and 10. That's going to be at the 18-yard line. That's a nice throw and catch. Good pocket presence. Just kind of stayed back there. Let it develop. Didn't let the fact that he was in his own end zone hurry him and force a bad pass. Another nice play, that time to the right side. Will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Huge defensive stand for the Green Bay Packers, and they hold this to a scoreless contest.
2nd and 3.
7 yards on that play. Up to the 25. Brooks drops back, rolls to his right, and number 58 shot through. Did not have a block. I don't even know that he got touched. Drills Aaron Brooks in the chest and drops him for a loss of the 7.
3rd and 10 at the
7 that they had gained just gone. So 3rd and 10 from the 18. Brooks drops back, short pass, throws, finds a receiver.
A 10-yard pass by Brooks.
And that's a really nice catch. Should get him out to the 29-yard line. Dan Campbell finds his second reception of the day, 8.5-yard average. First and 10. Pitch, right side. Tries to find a little bit of room on that right side, but just too many white jerseys out there. I don't even know what color you would call that helmet.
2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line. Pro set, receiver in the slot for Green Bay. He fakes the handoff.
Brooks drops, fires to his left. Got turned around there a little bit, had to think about it. Hurst with a nice job to get up past the sticks and find a first down. 2 catches, 6 yards, and a long of 8. First and 10. Brooks drops back, fires, and finds a completion out at midfield. This is a nice drive that the Packers are putting together. Rod Smith on the board with a reception for 11 yards. But I do like what the defense is doing for Tampa Bay. They've come up with some nice stops. They've forced some yardage losses. But they are making Green Bay take a long time to get down the field. It is difficult to string successful plays together like this. They're doing it effectively so far.
2nd down and 3 to go. 8 men up front for the D.
But we'll see if Green Bay can keep that up or maybe Tampa Bay can get a stop. Under 3 to go here in the second quarter. Throws right side. Finds a completion. I believe that's Hurst again.
32-yard line.
It is. 3rd catch.
1st and 10. The Packers put a man in the slot.
Split backs for the Green Bay Packers. They're going to pitch it right. Tries to find some room, but nothing doing there. Antoine Winfield out on the outside to make a nice tackle there. 2nd down and 11 following the 1-yard loss. Inching toward that 2-minute warning. Green Bay had this ball. They've had it for 4 minutes at this point almost. Rob Fredrickson, I feel like we've seen a lot of his face, though those stats have not really been going up. 3rd down and 11. This is what the Tampa Bay defense is looking for. Getting off the field on a 3rd down. Poor throw by Aaron Brooks. It's going to be a 50-yard field goal from Jason Hanson of Washington State fame. Go Cougs! The kick is up, and the kick is good. 3-0 Green Bay. They drive nearly 60 yards. Maybe a little over. It's a solid drive from their starting field position. They just couldn't keep it going.
Thrown down by Newman.
Keith Newman with a tackle there, and we see the 2-minute warning after the kickoff. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. dropping, and it's, yep, they're looking for that. How is he not out of bounds?
10-yard
He was out of bounds
reception.
about 4 steps ago, but whatever. It's a screenplay that just doesn't get run very well. It doesn't get set up nicely. All of it's just a disaster, but able to pick up a nice gain.
With the ball.
They're going to try a run play.
Tackle.
Thrown down right around the line to
A
gain.
9-yard run by
Second down and short.
Second down, 1 to go.
Not really sure why it says short when it's that far away.
Handoff.
Going with a fullback run, and Green Bay is all over it. Tampa Bay has tried to run some of these kind of like cutesy, almost gimmick plays in these short yardage situations, and it has not worked out.
Pass play.
Pass play to the lefty. Had him. It's to the right, but had him right on, had it in his hands, got hit, and that jarred the ball loose. 4th and 2. Real key stop on 2nd and short. A little surprised that Tampa Bay didn't go for it again, but they probably were seeing visions of the last time they tried 2 run plays in a row. Didn't work out.
Tackled by Valario.
Hang time and distance. What more can you ask for?
The quarterback looks to pass.
Brooks got thrown left
Big
side, or
hit
throws it
causes
left
that
side.
pass to be dropped. Wow.
Man, he was crushed.
2nd down and 10. Brooks drops back, throws deep left side, finds nothing.
Like a proverbial
Really nice coverage there on the back end by the Buccaneers. Forces a 3rd down and 10. Green Bay may be going a little bit too quick here. They're going to give Tampa Bay the ball back with an opportunity to get points before the half. If they can convert on a 3rd and 10, which they won't get anywhere near, maybe that could change the script, but I couldn't even finish my sentence. At least it's a completed pass. At least the clock is running somewhat. I don't think they're going to take it down nearly as much as they should. And on the flip side, Tampa Bay should have used that timeout. They should have run another 30 seconds off. I think he kind of got blindsided hit there. Saw number 31, but then all of a sudden, bam. From the right side of the screen, flying in, making a nice tackle. 1st down and 10 from the 27-yard line. 34 seconds to go. Quarterback drops, throws,
with 2 defenders on it.
fires a little
Timeout, Buccaneers. They have
little
2
lob
remaining.
pass. And it is 1st and 10 from the 40. 30 seconds to go. Should have 2 timeouts for the Buccaneers here.
Quarterback drops back.
Quarterback drops, throws, and finds the hand of a Packers defender.
That's his first pass defended today.
Quarterback has to be careful and not throw into double coverage.
The quarterback
2nd
looks
and
to
10.
pass.
Throws, finds someone, and that's a great tackle by Green Bay to keep him in bounds and force Tampa Bay to use a timeout. 3rd and short.
Gerback looking to
Gerback
throw.
drops, throws right side, misses everybody. And it'll be 4th and short. They're going to punt it away. The last minute or so of this first half taking a lot longer than it should.
Can't bring him.
Oh, it's a fumble. It's a fumble. Oh my gosh.
Buccaneers. They have none remaining.
It's a fumble. What a disaster for Green Bay. Now, the Tampa Bay might bail him out here.
Looks downfield.
It's into the end zone. It's incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
So Tampa Bay
As we go inside the number.
recovered the fumble and immediately called timeout, even though the clock stops on change of possession.
The offense
If Green Bay had let that ball be caught in bounds and not a touchdown, they would have lost out on an opportunity to get a field goal. So wild end to the first half. We're all knotted at 3. It's been a good game. It's been an exciting game. I don't think I missed a whole lot when I got up to use the restroom real quick, but
Hatchet set to receive the kickoff.
because it was still like, I mean, I guess that's the best time, is there is a little bit of an intro too.
outcome of this game will depend on how
I think this game has more of an
in
intro
the second half.
than something like a Madden does. Derek Combs,
First and
one
10
tackle.
at the
That is a
14-yard
very
line.
poor run back.
Here's the pitch out.
Pitch right side.
Lost a few
I
yards
believe
on
it's
that play.
Mark Strong, Max Strong.
Called upon to anchor a defense.
Man, Strong had nowhere to go as they pitched it out to the right side. Second and 16.
Second and 16. 4 down linemen on D. Looks like play action.
Aaron Brooks throws, and that should have been picked. That should have been an
Third
interception.
down and 16
Defender was
for the
in
first.
perfect position to pick that one off and just could not come up with it.
Brooks looking to throw.
Brooks throws, finds a receiver, but he's 2 yards short of the line to gain.
Chris, he clearly
It's a good throw by
defended on
Brooks,
that
but a
play. They
better
got off of their
defensive
coverage.
effort by the
More
Buccaneers.
help to his
And it'll
side
be
of the
4th
field.
down and 2. So Green Bay will punt it away on their first possession of the second half. A spiral kick all the way down to the 30, and he is hit
31-yard line.
immediately. First and 10 from the 31.
He gives the ball to
One with a fullback run, tries to find some room off the right side. Win with a nice tackle. This Green Bay defensive line has done a really nice job today.
down and 9
They have
to
come
go.
through with some big stops, some key tackles. Obviously the goal line stand, but
To the back.
forcing a second and short into a 3rd and 2, and then they threw the ball was
Lost a few yards on
probably going
that
to be an
play.
overlooked play, but that is a huge moment. Third down and 12, another nice job by the Green Bay defense to force a 2-yard
Buccaneers
loss.
send a man in motion.
Looks like they're only going to send 3 rushers here.
The quarterback
That's what they
looks
do.
to
Gives
pass.
Gerbach some time to throw, but
Stop by
coverage
Rudd.
plastered all over that receiver, and that'll be a gain, but not enough. 4th and 6.
They'll kick it away. Here's the punter.
From the 25 up to the 30, 35-yard line, and they'll give it to him at the 36 and a half. 2:55 to go here in quarter number 3. All knotted up at 3. Green Bay's second possession of the second half.
Drops back.
Brooks throws left side into double coverage and finds the waiting hands of
That's
Nate
his
Clements.
first pass defended
His
today.
first pass defense of the
Lucky
day.
DB didn't catch that pass because that would have been 6 points.
Long
Brooks tries to find some run. It is a beautiful run by Hurst.
play. Brought down by Ellsworth.
8th-year pro
Hurts has
from
proven to be
Georgia.
explosive and can pull off
First down
80-yard
and
runs for
10.
TDs.
Up near midfield. That was a really nice burst. Brooks drops back, throws right side, and finds another defender's hands.
That's his first pass defended today.
Antoine Winfield on that
May not be the tallest
pass
guy,
defense
but he
or
really
pass
sticks
deflection.
to his man like glue.
Pass play.
Now that was a bone-crushing hit.
Second pass
Third
defense
down
of the
and 10
day.
for the
3rd and
first.
10.
Brooks looking.
Brooks drops and he throws an interception. Number 50 comes away with it. It was a poor decision to throw in that spot. There were a lot of Buccaneer flags
Good decision to
in
try
that
to force
area.
that pass. Goal 11. Goal 11.
So Gerbach takes over with 2:17 to go here out near midfield.
It's a run.
Gerbach looks for, or hands the ball off to find some room, but Takeo Spike says, no thank you.
Huge difference in a game.
Forces a 1-yard loss.
Looks like play action.
Gerbach goes to the play action pass. Ooh, he had what he wanted. He had what he wanted. The defenders looked a little confused on the back end. That safety help was not getting over, but just missed the throw.
Looking to
Quarterback throws over the middle, and a big collision. Ref goes flying. Ball pops out, and the receiver hits the turf empty-handed. 4th and 11. From inside the 10, he'll get the ball out to the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. The D shows a
See if Green Bay can do anything with this drive. We'd like to see him just get something going.
Brooks.
Oh, we're going with a screenplay. That is an effective screenplay. It worked out better than it looked.
He's 1-for-1 passing on this drive.
Nice job of play calling. They set up that play nicely and have the defense off balance now.
Brooks throws. Ooh, left side. It was a kind of a dangerous throw there.
And I don't see that
Receiver got blown up there. Brooks drops, fires a pass behind the line of scrimmage. Kind of a dangerous throw, not only because if it's an incompletion, it's a fumble, but those plays typically go more for the loss of 6 yards rather than an actual gain of 6 yards. Sets up 3rd and a very manageable here with a minute to go in quarter number 3. Brooks drops back, throws left side, finds, I believe that's Hurst again, a one-handed grab. Couldn't decide if I wanted to say catch or grab. Then went for the spin move, but couldn't find the button. 14-yard gain. Hurst has been... he has been maybe invaluable from the receiving position. I think they went right back to him. I think that's catch number, 8 on the day? 60 yards, he's averaging 7.5 yards a carry, or a reception. Long of 14.
38-yard line. 4 down linemen on D.
Brooks drops and finds. That should have been a catch. Fredrickson, second pass defense of the day. 3rd and 5 after the incomplete pass. Brooks throws right side, finds a receiver who makes a spin move, gets away from the defender, and he'll get drug out of bounds after finding the first down. 1st and 10 from the 23. Stop the clock for a moment, but they did wind it once they got ready for play. 3-3 through 3. Green Bay knocking on the door, though, as we enter quarter number 4 of our second game of the day. 1st down and 10.
Send a man in motion.
Brooks drops and fires to the right side off the hands and incomplete. Winfield second pass defense. Going with a draw play, finds all kinds of room off that right side, and does an excellent job of fighting through and falling forward. He'll polish off that gain with a gain of 7. Brooks drops, throws, and finds a leaping receiver. Rod Smith from Missouri Southern helps pick up the 1st down, and it is 1st and goal from the 7.
For Tampa Bay.
Brooks drops and fires to the right side over a leaping receiver. Out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
7-yard line.
Brooks, they're going with a draw play. He falls forward again. Nice job there by the back for the Packers, just kind of dragging along a Buccaneer.
At the 2-yard line, the defense brings in the dime.
Brooks drops, throws, and finds nobody. There was nothing in that area.
19-yard field goal attempt by Hansen.
So we are looking at 1 yard more than an extra point to take the lead. Under 4 to go here in quarter number 4. The kick is up. The kick is good.
That's his second field goal of the game. Jeffers set to receive the kickoff.
That is bad starting field position.
Here's the kick. Can't bring
I'll
it
improve
down.
it a little bit by about 4, maybe 5 yards. First down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. 4-3 defense for Green Bay. Pass play.
1st and 10, throws right side. Finds a receiver who holds on through the hit. That'll be a 1st and 10 out past the 35.
Chris, the receiver could
Third
probably
catch of the
hear
day.
defender's footsteps on that play.
Gerback. Quick throw.
Throws to the right side. Hit and drilled. Short of the 40. Patrick Jeffers, 5th-year pro out of Virginia. That'll be a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6, going with a handoff. Went up the middle and moved to his left. Not a whole lot much, or not a whole lot more there on that side. 3rd down and 7.
Allowing him to do his job.
Throws, and oh my goodness, he had the man he was looking for, but popped out on the hit.
Inside line.
Tampa Bay will punt the ball back to Green Bay with 3:01 to go here in quarter number 4. 4th and 7.
He's liable to outkick his coverage with boots like that.
Not a terrible punt return, not a great punt return. Up at the 22-yard line.
The pitch out by Brooks. Nowhere to run.
I would expect to see Green Bay shift into
Let
a
me say this. The poor
plot-killing
execution by the
offense.
offense could have been salvaged with a more creative running style.
Second and 11.
We can snap this and take it to the 2-minute warning.
Number 20.
Hurst, I don't think, has been as effective from on the ground as he has been through the air.
Today, but they still have enough left to throw down the runner on a key play.
Third and 12. They're going with an Aaron Brooks quarterback draw. I don't love the call, but it's 4th and 7. Tampa Bay burns their first timeout of the half.
Stopped by Ambrose.
Pretty solid field position here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Looking at 1st and 10 from the 40.
Gerback looking to throw.
Gerback throws. One-handed reception there. Dwayne Rudd picks up tackle number 6 on the day. 2nd down and 3 from the 47. Gerback throws right side. Kind of a 50-50 ball, and nobody comes up with it. Defense wins that battle. 3rd down and 3.
The Buccaneers send a man in motion.
Gerback throws left side, deflected and incomplete.
That's his first pass defended today.
Rod Smith had an outstanding.
They're going to go for it. Rod Smith, by the way, had that pass deflection for some reason. 4th down and 3. Calls for the ball, snaps, and it's caught in a pack of Packers. He comes down with the ball on a 4th and 3, gain of 20. I think the problem is that Green Bay only sent 3 defenders. There's a lot of guys on that back end that can try to make a play on the ball, but Gerback was able to just sit there and throw with no problem. Gerback throws, it's off somebody's hands, but incomplete. We're heading for some overtime football here in Green Bay.
What do you think of the game so far?
The offense seemed to have a game plan that attacks the right side.
Gerback looking to throw.
Gerback drops, and he's going to get sacked from behind. Held on to that ball far too long. Excellent effort on that Packers defensive line, and that's another one of those could be big plays as we look back at this game. Gerback throws to the flat, finds a receiver who runs straight out of bounds,
4-yard pass to Jeffrey.
and it's 4th and 11.
Interception of the game.
David Akers, 3 points, 1 for 1 on the field goal, long from 37. The kick is up, and it is no good. No good.
That's his first missed field goal attempt today.
Wow. Green Bay's offensive or defensive front really coming through. They're going to go, it should be their last timeout.
Timeout.
Oh.
Buccaneers. They have none remaining.
All right, they had 1 remaining. So I'll take as much time off the clock as possible. Tampa Bay is going to give themselves the slimmest of slim hopes. Of course, it is the computer playing, and I have no idea. The computer doesn't even know how to play this game.
They'll kick it away. Here's the punter.
They actually, I believe, had to get that punt off. So it's going to be touchdown or bust, and it is a bust. Green Bay only needs 2 field goals to dispatch the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home. Tampa Bay had a shot, but I think that sack really threw things off because it might have just pushed them a little bit too far back. Grammatica probably should have made that field goal. He had the power, but did not have the accuracy. And Green Bay takes over, or regains control, I should say, of the NFC Central Division. Let's pop a save here, but just in case anything goes wonky here, I'm going to make sure that I save it in a fresh spot. So we want, well, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. We are not looking at this game. Hold on. I'm trying to remember which game we're looking at. Oh, I simulated a game on accident. We were supposed to watch the Jaguars and the Titans. I goofed that up. Okay. We're going to have to go with the backup plan. Shoot. Fudge. I think we might have to go with Kansas City, San Diego? We watched Kansas City last week, though. I completely skipped that in my notes. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I'm too scared to pause the video. Let's see. Who was I looking at? Lions, 49ers, no. The Chargers are 2-5. Oh, darn it. That really... Things are really not going my way today. This is like one of those things where I probably should have just gone to bed. But you know what? We'll try again tomorrow. This video needs to go up tomorrow. None of these games are really good, which is why I avoided them. Crap. Dang it. But we can't... So the thing is... I don't think you can, like, force a win. Because you could... I mean, they gave the Titans the win. God. I think we'll just... It's truly unfortunate. It wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but because this game makes you sim the stuff that happens before it, it means that it's just totally lost. Have we seen Philadelphia, or we saw Arizona last week? Which is kind of why I pulled that game out. I guess we could take a look at the Lions and 49ers. It's kind of a lot of NFC Central teams. Lions are 2-5 though. They're not really in. The 49ers aren't much better. Oh no! No! Colts, Bills. Indianapolis is so bad. It's a crowded division, though. Kind of a losing streak's got to give here. All right. I guess if we're gonna watch something, we could. So it's kind of the NFC West. I guess the Chiefs game has a little bit more riding on it, so we'll take a look at the Chiefs and the Chargers. Oh, that stings. That stings. It's okay. It's all right. Just trying to roll with the punches the best I can. Sorry about that, folks. If you were looking forward to that other game, Jacksonville and Tennessee, I do apologize. I just completely skipped it in my notes. I even have them listed in the order that I need to watch them. And darn. Today's content creation, not my friend. So this game has a lot more riding on it for the Kansas City Chiefs, as we just took a look at that division standing. They need to win to kind of keep pace with the Seahawks and the Raiders, who have been looking pretty good so far this season.
They're currently ranked 10th in the NFL passing the football, while their running game ranks first overall. Meanwhile, Kansas City Chiefs find themselves in third place in the AFC West, determined to make it 4 in a row this week with another win.
Thanks, Tom.
Just a few clouds in the sky. We shouldn't have any trouble with the weather today.
The Chargers back to receive the kick.
We're good. Everything's good. Everything is awesome.
There are few things more intense in a football game than when the ball is first kicked off.
AFC West, a very interesting division this year. A lot of really good teams. Could have one of those divisions where like a solid team just doesn't make the playoffs, just because of the way that the way it breaks. But it's not quite as brutal back here as we see a throw to the left. Good start for San Diego to get off quickly. Ty Streets, 1 catch, 13 yards, and a fresh set of downs. Because there are only 3 automatic bids, it does open up 3 wild card spots, so that helps crowded divisions like this. That's a big old bomb down the field and deflected by Hawkins. In the past, we've seen some real stinker teams make it into the playoffs and deny other teams because of the 4-division format. We've seen it both in real life and in random rosters. Rich Gannon, still playing in California, but for a different AFC West team, playing for the Chargers instead of the Raiders. San Diego's quarterback around this time would have been who? Pitch right side, trying to find some room, and drilled right about the 50-yard line. Is that Ricky Waters? Have we seen San Diego yet?
Second and 8 at
Am I bad at this?
49-yard line.
Am I bad at making content? Not having a good day making content. San Francisco. We saw San Diego back in week number 3. And that's about it. Okay. I don't think we're going to see a lot of these teams going down the stretch. Unless, maybe we have a divisional matchup like this where they could disrupt some things. But we would need both San Diego and San Francisco to pick up the pace a little bit to make it a little more competitive. Throw out to the right, and he finds a one-handed reception that I believe is Waters again. I think they're going to be short of the line to gain. And it's unfortunately going to be 4th and short. And it's too bad that they're going to punt it. I would go for it in this scenario. You're 2-5, right? You're facing a 5-2 team. You want to cause some disruptions. The 5-3. Kansas City 5-3. Chargers 2-5. Force some disruptions and cause some problems.
At the 16-yard line.
That would have almost guaranteed be a gone for it in today's NFL, especially with the fact that you can push the quarterback. Saw one of those the other day. Randy Moss on this Chiefs team. I believe that's... Is it Donovan McNabb? McNair. Steve McNair.
A nice play for the first down. A clutch play early, Chris.
This feels like a team that should not be just 5-3. I've probably said that in the last several times we've seen them. For those of you who are watching and are like, God, Kansas City again. Whoops. So we'll do this. We'll eliminate that game. And we will put in... Oh, he's gone.
All the way. A 64-yard pass for the touchdown.
What a catch. What a play. That's a touchdown.
If this game's terrible, I'm sorry. It wasn't supposed to be on the slate. I goofed it. You watched it happen. I keep talking about that like this is live. Randy Moss. That breakaway speed. I talked a bit about him in the most recent episode of the history of the Minnesota Vikings. Live now on youtube.com/secretbase. Or SB Nation. I'm not sure exactly what their web address is. Because if you go to kind of funnies, it's still youtube.com/gameovergreggy. There we go. Okay. But check the Secret Base YouTube channel. They do great content. I talk about them a lot. And that Minnesota Vikings series is fantastic.
1st and 10.
You know what something is good when your partner goes, hey, is that Minnesota Vikings thing happening? They don't even care about football. It's just their storytelling ability, the way they write it and deliver it, and the quirky things that they're able to find. It rules. It rules. Seattle Mariners one is very good as well. I still need to go finish the Atlanta Falcons. Gannon, oh, that should have been a catch. That was off his hands. That should have been a catch. Still need to finish that Atlanta Falcons one. I watched... That came out right about... Was that really 3 years ago? It came out right around the time I moved... Or 2 years ago. 2021 or so. And we didn't have internet for a little bit, and I just kind of fell off of it. But then I also take note of the videos that I do watch on YouTube, and I'm like, I could watch something so much more productive right now. But sometimes it's nice to just watch some garbage. Sometimes it's, First down and 10. Throws out to the right side. That's just a missed tackle. That's not even he didn't make him miss or anything. That man just fell down and tried to make a tackle and couldn't. Completely faltered and failed. 2nd down and 2 after the 8-yard gain. Again, we saw it in the game with Green Bay as well. Typically plays like that go for -6 yards, not positive 8. There were 2 defenders that guy needed to block. He decided to block neither of them. It's a bold choice, and it did not work out. 3rd down and 3. Tripped receivers to the top side, 3 of them. Trip numbers. 3 receivers on a 3rd and 3. Throws, and it's caught. A leaping grab. And an excellent reception.
By Muhammad.
Musa Muhammad is not only
Oh,
a
Musa
speedy
Muhammad. We have
receiver,
seen a lot
he's
of him
also
in
an
this,
excellent blocker.
in these series, or these seasons, I should say. First down and 10. Play action pass. It looked like Gannon throws and finds a receiver.
Catches like
Got him
that
in
is the
stride, but a
difference
nice
between being a
hit
star
stopped him in his
and
tracks.
just a contributing player.
84 is making some nice plays. San Diego now the Los Angeles Chargers.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Because the NFL wants the Los Angeles market so bad. I just don't think that people really care that much.
They lost a few yards on that play.
Chris, the defense got penetration. End of play.
Hawkins with his third tackle of the game already, and we are not even out of the first quarter. 3-yard loss is sets up a second down and 13. 10 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. We'll see if they get the snap off. They should. And they do. Gannon fires. That's another nice catch. I believe that's Muhammad again. Yes, it is. Second catch for 33 yards.
Back with confidence.
Kansas City struck with a quick drive, and San Diego's doing a nice job responding with a methodical drive down the field.
First and goal at the 9-yard line. 4-3 defense.
Maybe this is
for
kind of why
City.
Kansas City is a 5-3 team. Can't score on explosive plays every time, and if your defense gets left on the field like that, they might be vulnerable to some big plays. Hawkins, another tackle. Really getting his name out there in this
Second
video.
goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal.
We'll keep it on the ground.
Gonna go with a run to the right side. You can see just how brutal those hitboxes are.
A 2-yard run.
He
by
could
Washington.
not get through. There's probably like just
Third
enough
and
room
goal at the 3-yard line.
in
Offense is in a strong
real life, but with the hitboxes being as wide and tall and wonky as they can be, or as they are,
pass by
makes it
Gannon.
very difficult. That's a
I think we
great
should
throw by Rich
celebrate
Gannon to even this game up.
A strong, solid drive, and it ends with a pass for the touchdown. When everything
There were
is clicking.
3 or 4 Kansas City defenders in the area, and he threaded the needle. Chris Brown on to kick the PAT. Kick is up, kick is good. Will you stop with the music, please? I don't know why that's on. Stop it. The last thing I need after what I've dealt with today is not a friggin' copyright
First and
problem.
10 at the 18-yard line.
First down and 10. McNair under center. Looking to get a touchdown for Kansas City. He's going to pitch it to the right.
Pitch it outside.
Makes a nice little move there. Finds some room around the edge,
12-yard run
around
by
the corner.
What they had there was
And
an
gets
impressive
tackled after a
inside
12-yard
line
carry.
play. Their
His
toughest
first of the day.
players got
Work
down
done.
in
That's a
there
good
and
backfield.
got nasty.
Great quarterback in Steve McNair and obviously Randy Moss.
McNair with the play fake. Caught
Oh,
with
that's a
2
nice
defenders
catch.
on it.
Good job holding on through the hit. It was a big one out by the 45-yard line. First catch for Henderson. It goes for 14 and a fresh set of downs.
The
Pitch right side. Tries to find a block, but nothing doing. Taylor did a great job to get around that would-be blocker. Drops him for a loss of 5, and it is 2nd and 15. McNair throwing long and could not find the receiver. Take a quick look at this defensive unit for a couple of Kansas City players right next to each other. Bobby Taylor.
Third down and 15.
Third down and
for the
15. Win for the big bomb on 2nd and long. We'll see what they draw up here on 3rd down and long.
McNair. It's
McNair
downfield.
throws and misses his target.
Stanley.
They just
back
ran
to
that
throw.
route a little short. Nice job by the Kansas City defense here to hold them to a punt. 4th and 15. Then really, the yardage doesn't matter. I started saying the down and distance. I went, it's a punt. The only time it matters is when you think they should go for it, but they don't.
Cover team's best friend is a kick like that.
So 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Under 3 to go here in the second quarter. Chargers switch to this like navy blue, which is not anywhere near as good as their powder blues. Thank goodness they brought those back when they moved to Los Angeles. It's about the only good thing they've done since they returned to Los Angeles.
3 minutes to go in the half. The offense goes with the H-back formation.
2nd and 8. Trying to go with the end around, but nothing doing there. I believe that's Muhammad on the reverse or whatever you would want to call it. Loss of 2, so not a terrible play, not a good call, but could be much worse. Oh my, there's two calls back to back that are abysmal. Abysmal. All right, it is 9 p.m. Do you know where your kids are? If you're my parents, you know that I am recording a football video. We're checking the latest performance, and yeah, the average watch time it's a little lower. Someone probably stuck through it if they're really curious about the results of the game. Maybe just watch it on mute. If you watch a video on mute on YouTube, either mute your computer at a system level or just mute the tab. That way your favorite creator still gets the watch time.
At the 2-minute warning,
that's at least what I've heard. Could be a different scenario now, but those videos typically average a little bit better watch time, but I understand why.
Interesting
it's all right.
stats so far, Tom.
It's all right. Last year I uploaded a video that just didn't have any game audio. And I wasn't even there. It's just a silent baseball game.
Draw play.
With a draw.
Stop.
Nice little run.
8-yard line.
Off that right side, Henderson finds 8 yards. Sets up third and not great, but a lot better than 16, huh? It's like an offset I formation. They're going to work with some motion. Randy Moss moving from the left side to the right. And McNair's going to throw that way. It's going to be off the defender's hands and incomplete. That probably should have been a pick. Looked like Moss kind of ran into him a little bit, maybe jarred that ball loose. Chad Stanley. End over end kick is inside the 10. He'll get probably about 10 yards. That'll be 1st and 10 from the 18. Gannon throws off the hands, incomplete. Brewski coming up with a defensive play there. 2nd down and 10. Both these offenses have been pretty stagnant. That should have been an interception. I don't know. He just moved out of the way to allow Reggie Davis a shot at that ball. I cannot believe. Wow. Gannon throws over the middle of the field. Comes up with nothing.
2nd and 10. Near formation in the backfield. Gannon drops back.
Gannon throws a little float pass. A couple of defenders in the area, but nobody comes up with it. 3rd down and 10. And I am kind of getting tired of these teams running a bunch of pass plays but not completing anything. Gannon throws.
That's a case where the
had it in a receiver's hands and just couldn't come up with it. So 4th and 10. Similar to a previous game we've had.
Tackled by Williams.
First and 10, 47 seconds to go here. McNair is going to drop back, looking for a little screen play. Finds him on the left side.
6-yard reception by Dunn.
Okay.
2nd and 4 at the 48.
I love it, and it just doesn't make sense, right? Like, I'm glad that it's built into the game that he runs out of bounds, pays attention to the clock. It makes It makes a lot of football sense.
Punishing
The problem is that he just runs directly out of bounds when you got to take an angle. But then I think you start to get into the problem where, like, this game doesn't really have the best controls. I think you can make that argument about some of the 2K games. As beloved as those are, they can be a little wonky to control. First down and 10 for the... Oh, they're going that running back throw. It's off some hands. Incomplete.
Where was his concentration? Quarterback drops back.
Oh my goodness! All he had to do was turn upfield. It looked like he was trying to go further. He was trying to get out of bounds before picking up the first down. Just got obliterated. He was in the middle of the field.
Looks like play action.
Oh, play action pass, but they sent everybody and they get the sack. It looks like Kansas City could just sit on the ball. They don't have to. Oh, they're going for it. What is happening in this game? I guess touchdown or nothing. McNair rolls, fires. 4. He is gonna.
By Robinson.
He caught it, and he was short. And Kansas City had a timeout left. What? What? The kick is up. The kick is good.
Good by at least
10-7.
That's his first field goal today. At halftime, the Chiefs 10, Chargers
Wow.
7.
So Kansas City comes up with a pretty clutch 3 there at the end of the half to give themselves a 3-point lead.
Set to receive the kickoff.
And they're going to get the ball back. I can't believe that worked that way.
By Brown.
I thought they were just trying to run out the half. I didn't realize they even had one timeout left because they'd used a couple on that drive, but I wasn't keeping enough track.
First and 10.
Wow. All right. 10-7 here as we start quarter number 3. Kansas City starting with a screenplay, which was effective on the previous drive. They flip it and run it the opposite way, and it's nice and effective there. That gets them all the way up to the 36-yard line, first down and 10. That's a throw to the outside. One of those kind of pitch pass sort of things. So it was behind the quarterback. Good for a loss of 2. McNair drops, he throws, and finds a receiver who cannot hold on to it.
When you're laying flat on your back.
Third down and 12. So a really good start for Kansas City, and then 2, or I guess back-to-back, I should say, plays that just a 2-yard loss and then a poor decision. He got 10, but because of the loss of 2, it prevents them from potentially picking up a first down. So San Diego's defense looking pretty okay. Maybe the nicest thing I can say about them.
Tackled by Chavis. Great hang
I mean, they've
time on
only
this
given up
one.
points after like really big plays, and the rollout doesn't always work. And when it does work, more often in the last several weeks, it seemed like it's been that kind of play. It's the quarterback rolls out, finds a completion, but it's still inside the 10-yard line. You know, it's in the field of play, not the touchdown that they're looking for. So for them to get 3 is like accidentally good clock management. Oh, he caught that ball. Oh, okay. With the way that defender dove, I thought it was going to be an incomplete pass. Third catch of the day for Ricky Waters.
First and 10 at the
And obviously San Diego
33-yard
gave up the
line.
touchdown on the long play to Randy Moss.
For the Chargers.
Other than that, they've been pretty good.
Gannon looking to throw.
Gannon throws over the middle, and that,
Second down
I don't
and
know
10 to
what
go.
was going on there. I kind of thought it was going to be a catch for some reason, but I don't really know why.
Gonna run it.
Going with a run. Tries to find some room.
Stopped by Gardner.
Smells funky outside.
3rd and 3 at the 41-yard line. Gannon looking to
Gannon
throw.
throws and finds a receiver in a whole gaggle of Kansas City defenders.
15-yard pass by Gannon.
He was surrounded by the defense, but somehow he caught the pass anyway.
First down and 10. Inside the 45-yard line, Gannon finds a receiver. And that'll get a solid gain. Gardner coming up with his 5th tackle of the game. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line. The Chiefs line up in an 8-man front. Ooh, nice disguise
Oh,
on
it's a
the
play action pass. The
I wouldn't want to be the
Kansas
guy
City
assigned
fell for
to keep him off
a
the
similar play early, or I think on that, maybe the drive that they scored the 3 points on or whatever it was, but they went with a play action pass and the defense just sent everybody on just a really good counter. I love the short little out route. Hit them early, give them an opportunity to turn upfield and pick up that first down, which is what he does there. They are really winding this clock here in the 3rd quarter, and this Chiefs defense just can't seem to get off the field.
Gannon, quick throw.
They're making some nice plays here and there, but it's just not in a row. They need 3 solid stops in a row, or not able to do that. 2nd down and 2. Going with another play action pass. He's going for the end zone. It's tipped and incomplete.
Incomplete pass. The Chargers send a man in motion.
3rd down and 2. Looks like a single back set there. Gannon's going to throw over the middle. Quick pass. And a nice completion to keep that clock moving and get a new or a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Gannon. Oh, that's a bad sack to take right there. I thought he was going to maybe just try to launch one out of the back of the end zone or something, but 2nd down and 17. Going with a draw play. Oh, we needed to bounce it to the right, not to the left. Might have had something to work with on the right side. Doesn't pick up a whole lot, and it looks like this drive is going to stall out here deep in Kansas City territory. What a false start penalty. Oh, no.
Number 64, offense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
False starts are mental mistakes that just drive coaches nuts.
3rd down and 22 for the first. 2 running backs out of the shotgun.
They can't lose a whole lot more ground. They're already looking at a 45-yard field goal. Instead, he's going for it all, and that's incomplete. He looked like he was right on the dot where the ball was going to be, but the computer just doesn't try to go for it. So San Diego burns a lot of clock. They put themselves in good position to tie this game. I lost where the ball was. There it is. It's right inside that right upright with 1 second to go. We have a tie game, 10-10. It actually turned out to be a pretty good game, so maybe don't be too mad at me that I accidentally skipped one of the scheduled games. I believe that's the first time that's happened. This, I think, is about the only game where it would happen, so.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line. Week 5 for the Chiefs.
28.
McNair throws and finds a receiver. That is Randy Moss on the right side. Completed pass for about 11. Randy Moss over 100 yards. Obviously the big catch early in the game, a huge component of that. 20-yard average, nothing to sneeze at. I formation, pitch going to the left side, but nothing doing there. Excellent defense by San Diego.
Defense looks like they're getting stronger and stronger each quarter.
Yeah, and you can't move the ball.
2nd and 15.
The pitch out by
Pitch
McNair.
right side, looking for some room, and I think they just keep going backwards here. It was 2nd and 15, now it's 3rd and 18 following the 3-yard loss.
Moving the defenders back.
This is a terrific drive, or a terrific opportunity for the Chargers defense. They can even give up some yards there to Randy Moss. It's not that big of a deal because they can stop him short. He picked up about 15 yards on that play. They'll give him 16, and they still needed 2 yards. They're going to give the ball back to a Chargers team that's actually in pretty good rhythm offensively. I know their drive stalled out and was not helped by a penalty. But if they just do that again, they'll win this game. Tackled by the first guy that gets there. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line.
Back to the strong side, 2 tight ends for San Diego. Handoff to
Going
Watt.
with a handoff, tried to find some room on the right, but nothing doing for Ricky Waters. Gardner, his 7th tackle of the day. 2nd and 8.
At the 33-yard line. Gannon. Quick throw.
Oh, Gannon. It's a terrible throw. It's a great break on the ball to break up that pass, but that should be going to the house for 6. Gannon drops through. How was that not caught? What?
Before you catch it.
He didn't even try to run. He just stood there and missed it like an idiot. Sean Landetta. 4th and 8. So they'll kick it away. That's a really disappointing drive for Kansas City. Or for San Diego, excuse me. I was watching Kansas City's returner. They do such a nice job defensively. Give their offense the ball back. To have an opportunity to do what they just did. Just drive the ball down the field. Some short completions, some runs.
They lost a few yards on that play.
And instead it's a pretty pathetic 3 and out. A really poor throw by Gannon to the left side that should have been picked. A terrible drop pass. But their defense is showing up here. 2nd and 15. They give up the very short gain, maybe 2. So 3rd down and 13, just like that. Defense is holding up their end of the bargain. They need their offense to get back into a little bit of a rhythm. 2.5 to go here in quarter number 4 in what's been a good one. McNair down the right side and finds a San Diego defender.
That's his first pass.
That is a nice pass defense right there. 2:21 to go.
Film of that play and realize how badly he failed to see the open man.
That punt is all the way back to the 20-yard line, up to the 30, and he'll get spun forward as he got injured.
Barlow was injured on the play. Looks like
And he'll get dropped at the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10.
An injury to a key starter can really hurt a ball club.
The Chargers send a man in motion. Here's the run.
Going with a run, but nothing doing.
They lost a few yards on that play.
They should start
Taking a
to mix
loss
up
of
the play
2. The
calling
defense
in
have really
running
taken over
game.
here in this 4th quarter. And we will hit the 2-minute warning.
The Chargers
We have
and
overtime
Chiefs
football in
As
store.
we
Stick
go
around to
inside
find
the
out.
number. The Chargers need to get their offense in gear. Tommy, what do you think of the game so far?
The offense need to run the ball better.
Gannon looking intercepted.
Oh, it's intercepted. Oh, it's intercepted at the worst possible time.
From the locker room is a torn
Wow.
by Barlow. He's out 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks on the Barlow loss. He got lucky throwing out to the left side earlier, but could not.
Quick drop.
Oh, and McNair almost repaid the favor.
Incomplete.
Second and 10, McNair drops. Fires to the right side, Randy Moss.
A defense hates to give up that kind of yardage on one play.
Fantastic. I mean, that's just
sort of
Randy
play
Moss right there.
They've needed all day.
Kansas City can kind of just sit on it and kick that winning field goal. Rich Gannon threw this game away quite literally. They'll go with a draw up the middle.
Stop by Hitchcock.
Should be a timeout taken here by San Diego, but they don't take it.
2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line. Quarterback drops back. It's
There's a
caught.
nice catch inside the 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line. Pass play.
McNair and this Chiefs offense maybe going a little bit quick there. They leave a minute 2 on the
Catches
clock.
touchdown.
But I guess if you're gunning for the end zone, why not just go for it as quickly as possible? But you should just be sitting on the ball and kicking the field goal.
Extra point attempt by Grammatica.
Grammatica, 4 points on today's game.
And it's good. That'll be 2 extra points today.
So 17-10 our score with 62 seconds to go. And from inside the 5, he'll take it up to the 20, make a man miss, and run out of
First
bounds.
down with less than a minute to go. 4 down
Okay.
lineman on D.
Game's logic continues to just not make sense to me.
Gannon drops back.
Gannon throwing, finds a receiver. He'll run out of bounds right at the 40.
20-yard pass
So
by
he needs
Gannon.
60 more yards.
Lucky the receiver is so talented because otherwise that would be a pick.
Gannon drops back.
Gannon throws deep
Good
on the
defensive
left
play.
side, but nothing doing there.
The quarterback looks to pass.
Gannon finds a receiver and calls a timeout immediately. A nice play there. First and 10.
Gannon looks down.
Gannon drops and fires, finds a receiver,
Offensively,
and they'll be up near the 30-yard line. They're not taking a timeout here, which is interesting. Instead, we get this cool celebration. Fantastic. That's not what we need here. 31 seconds to go.
Quarterback drops back.
Gannon throws, finds a receiver. A better job there to make sure he at least picked up the first down before he ran out of bounds. McNair, your player of the game, with a couple of touchdowns. 238 yards through the air. And it is first and 10 with 25 seconds to go. Inside the red zone. Last time San Diego got here, it was not pretty.
Stopped by
It was
Walker.
almost not pretty again. A very short game. I guess it was 6 yards. Second down and 5. Gannon with a play action pass. He'll throw to the end zone. It's caught for a
13-yard
touchdown.
pass by Gannon. The extra point attempt by Brown.
Kick is up, and the kick is good.
It's good.
So San
That'll
Diego
be 2 extra points
so
today.
effectively drives down the field to knot this game up at 17 with 19 seconds to go. It was a 43-second drive.
Bulls over the tackle.
Maybe a little short of 40-second drive, you know. I did forget about the kick return.
First down and 10 to go.
So, from the offset I formation, Kansas City does have a quarterback with the arm power to get it down there, and a
Nair looking
receiver
to throw
who is terrific
at the 34-yard
with those kind
line.
of 50-50 jump balls. And the way that Kansas City executed the play right at the end of the first half to get the ball inside the 5, call a timeout, and kick a field goal could come in handy here.
Back.
Instead, oh my goodness, the defender just took a terrible angle. 8 seconds to go. They're not running the play I think they're running. They're going to go deep pass. Oh, it's incomplete. That was it. That was the shot. If Randy Moss comes up with it, it's a shot at a game-winning field goal. Instead, with 4 seconds to go, he's going to have to get it to the end zone.
Looking to throw.
Oh, he got it
At the
inside San
46-yard
Diego
line.
territory, but The final second ticked off the clock before he could get the
The end of regulation.
Timeout.
Ball game. The Chargers 17, Chiefs.
This has been a
17.
fantastic game. And it looked like that other one was a blowout, so.
The Chargers are set to kick it off. The kickoff. Tackled by
He'll
number
get
20.
stopped inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Kansas City. It is sudden death overtime, just as a reminder. Field goal wins it. NFL has the worst overtime rules and continues to make them more confusing and just bad. That is a really nice defensive play. There's one guy that maybe gets it if that defender does not block and knock that ball down.
McNair looking to throw.
Deep throw down the left side, finds a receiver,
That's his
or
first pass
defensive back, should say.
today. The Chiefs send a man in motion.
3rd down and 10. McNair drops, fires, and actually finds a completion there. Curious to see where the spot's going to be. I think they're going to, because they're highlighting Chad Lewis, I think where they're going to give him, they're going to give him the first down.
10
Wow.
at the 28-yard line.
Now, the wildest thing here would be if they tied, because that would mean that 4 teams in the AFC West would have a tie. I could pose problems to other teams down the road. The tie might save the Seahawks or doom the Broncos or maybe vice versa. But it's 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. McNair drops back, fires left side, finds a back in the flat. That is a tremendous run, and he looked like he was going to be gone. 31 yards. McNair just so quickly. All right, just throw it to the little check down. See if he can find a way to make it work, and he got deep into San Diego territory. The last guy that could get him was the last guy, or the only guy that got him. There's a sentence in there somewhere. There's an analogy. You figure it out. McNair throws. That's a dangerous pass.
He's now made 6 tackles in this game.
You can't have a play like that that goes for 31 yards or whatever, and then throw that. That is bad. 2nd and 12. McNair drops deep into the end zone.
Incomplete. That's his second pass defended of the game.
It's a pretty deep field goal from here. Maybe just try to run it, pick up some yards, center it up. The throw will kind of work. I'll get him 37 yards?
41-yard field goal.
41-yard field goal. Close. I was only off by 4 yards. The kick is up, and the kick is going to sneak just inside the left upright. Grammatico wins it in overtime for the Kansas City Chiefs. They defeat the San Diego Chargers 20-17 in a good accidental game. All right, let's move on to our 4th and final and actually planned game. We're actually going to stay in the AFC West. We're going to check out the Broncos and the Raiders in today's finale. It's a Monday Night Football matchup. And we can see Washington put up 27 on Seattle. All right, some weird noise happening outside. Cool. Great. Excellent.
Live from
All right,
Oakland,
4-3 taking on 5-2. The Broncos do have that tie. 4-3-1 is their record.
I'm Chris Berman here with Tom Jackson. What's the key to the game, Tom?
The Oakland Raiders come into this game leading the AFC Central, aiming to pick up their 3rd consecutive win today. Meanwhile, the Denver Broncos come into this game in 4th place of their division. Defensively, they're currently ranked 13th in the NFL at stopping the run and 4th when it comes to defending the pass.
Thanks, Tom.
Early in the week,
Thanks,
they
Tom.
were forecasting precipitation for today, but I'm glad it held off.
Oops, that's the wrong folder.
Mitchell set to receive the kickoff. We're underway.
So here we go. Underway in our fourth and final game of the day.
We've seen this year.
Takes it from a couple yards deep in his own end zone and clobbered right at the 20-yard line. Coming off a good AFC West rivalry. Let's see if we get another one, another good one here in Oakland. Broncos take over from their 20-yard line. Pitch, left side. I believe that actually is Terrell Davis. Denver knew what they had with him, and they said, we'd like that. We'd like to keep that going.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line. The pitch out.
Here we go with a pitch to the left side.
McCrary is a
Looked like that was more toward the fullback side of things rather than the running back, and he got drilled in the backfield. 3rd and 13.
3rd down and 13 for the first.
Oakland Raiders coming out
Broncos send a man in
firing on all cylinders here.
Garcia.
Deep drop for Garcia, who throws it deep over the middle, and it's going to be deflected on the logo.
That's his
3 and out
first pass
quickly
defended today.
That's not
for this
how they
Denver
practice.
Broncos offense.
I watched them run that play in practice this week, and they're probably going to try it again today at some point.
So he'll kick it from the goal line. That's going to get out to the 40-yard line. He'll find just enough room to get out to midfield.
50-yard line.
Fred Taylor, Keenan McCardell.
1st down and 10 to go. 3 receivers set for Oakland. The pitch out.
Pitch to the left side.
And hold
He'll
on.
try to find a bit of an angle and
Tackled
finds
at the
5 yards.
45-yard line.
Stretched it out just far enough to pick up a solid
2nd
gain.
and 5 at the 45-yard line. The D
Immediately
shows
in Denver
forward.
territory thanks to the solid defensive effort and a good punt
Pass
return.
play.
Deep bomb down the middle of the field.
Touchdown.
One-on-one coverage.
That's
Westbrook
his
all
first
over
pass
that one.
defended
First
today.
pass defended
How
today.
about
3rd and
looking over the
5.
entire field? The quarterback seemed to be keyed in on only one guy.
Pass play.
Pass play. Oh, in the hands of the defender, but he couldn't come down with the reception. Junior Seau in the middle of that defense. Look away, Chargers fans.
Williams.
So 4th and 5. Raiders had great field position and an okay start to the drive, and just couldn't do anything with it. Kicked it out of bounds, and a pretty nice coffin corner kick it was. Offensive line for the Broncos, backs and receivers. Terrell Davis is going to be a name most people know.
At the 12-yard line.
And then Jeff Garcia under the center. So 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. 3:28 to go here in the
Garcia
opening
goes
quarter.
downfield.
Nothing really doing for either offense. We saw that in in our opening game, Cowboys and Giants. And then both teams
2nd down and
Struck
9 to go.
with long
Too high,
drives.
too wide for the offense.
Garcia throws left side. Could not come up with a catch there.
Third down and 9 for the first. The defense brings in the dime. The quarterback
3rd
looks
and
to
9.
pass.
Takes a snap.
The bomb
Drops
down the
and
right
throws
sideline.
a deep
The ball's in
deep
his
pass. It
hand,
was off
and
the
he just
hands of the
dropped it.
receiver. It doesn't make any sense. Scott Player comes out to punt for the 2nd time today. 3rd punt we've seen in the first 2 minutes of this one. Another really nice return for the, that's a great return for the Oakland Raiders there.
Returner has put the momentum back on
And that
his
puts
team's
them
side.
in Broncos territory again. Oakland winning the field position battle, but they got to get something going on offense. Take advantage of this terrific field position. Not going to last all day.
A 1-yard
Is it
pass.
Fiedler?
to Neal. That's his first pass
Is it a
reception
terrible
today.
quarterback for the Oakland
2nd
Raiders?
and 9. 4 down linemen on D.
3 receivers, top side of your screen. Single back set. Throws and really well covered. Westbrook wasn't even really looking for the ball. Probably just read the receiver, stuck his hand up and got a piece of it.
Well, he needs to try and get on track here in the first half.
3rd down and 9. Fiedler throws over the middle. It's a 5-yard gain, but it's going to be well short of the line to gain. Ugh. And this is an awful start.
Here comes their second punt of the game.
3 minutes in, 4 punts. See what Williams can do here. He did a good job pinning them deep on the last punt. And depending on how this tackle works out as he catches it, he misses it. That should have been much worse field position for the Broncos. But a good job to get out of the tackle. Make an 11-yard return and give your offense a little bit of breathing room.
The pitch out.
Well, the pitch to the left. Davis tries to find an angle but can't. 3 yards on 2 carries and as long as 3. 2nd and 7.
Down and 7 to go. The Broncos send a man in motion. Ball to Bob.
They're going to give it to a
5-yard run.
It was such a nice play. He just needed to break it to the outside. Instead, the game just kind of gave the defender the win on the block and then tackled him. That was a very weird series of events. 3rd and 2.
It's a run.
What was a run? I mean, hey, at least they got it on the next play. No big deal. Big number 44 coming in handy for these Denver Broncos. 8 yards on 3 carries. Out-rushing Terrell Davis so far.
Single back, 2 tight ends for Denver.
Garcia throws. He pops it out to the right side with a short play. Short pass. Albert Connell.
2nd down and 9 to go.
2nd and 9.
Here's the pitch
One
out.
with a pitch out. Oh, we got driven down deep in the backfield.
Lost a few yards on
That is a 3rd and 17, and they are quickly giving up the ground that they had just gained. At least Denver is making some progress on milking the clock a little bit here. Garcia throws over the middle. I don't know why. Oh, Garcia's on. Oh, they're going to call pass interference on that.
There's a
Okay.
penalty on the play.
We thankfully don't see a lot of pass interference because it happens on like every play, but
Penalty accepted. 1st down.
You know what? That was a good call.
Yeah, that is a tough call to make. But a veteran ref knows all of the tricks that players have up their sleeve.
1st and 10. They line up in the eye.
so Oakland bails Denver out of a 3rd and 18.
Garcia looks downfield.
Oh my goodness, what a disastrous play
I'd like to see the defense come
for the
back
Oakland
a little
Raiders
more
defense. They did such a good job to drive them back and not have this problem, and they just
Handoff to Bob's sister Chris.
they got
A 4-yard run for the 1st down.
a penalty called on them that we don't
Score
see a
at the
whole
end of the
lot.
1st quarter. Tie ball game.
It's a bad break for the Raiders. We'll see if they can
nothing.
recover from it. Their offense hasn't done anything, but the Denver offense gets second life.
1st and 10 at the
Sweetie,
46
as
yard
night
line.
falls on Oakland. We enter quarter number 2 with a 1st and 10. Denver, its first snap in
The pitch to Davis.
Raiders territory, excuse me. We're going to go with a pitch to Davis.
Second down and 9 to go.
2nd and 9.
Garcia.
Garcia throws left side. Ooh.
Defender lined it up.
Kind of
Timed
had
that
the ball in
pitch
his hand, but couldn't come down with the catch. This Raiders defense doing a nice job at responding after the bad penalty. Forcing a 3rd down and 9.
The quarterback looks to
Quarterback
pass.
throws, and oh, he makes a nice
Tackled by
play.
O'Neal.
Freddie Jones comes up with his first
13-yard
catch of the day, and
reception
a
by Jones.
nice moment to come up with that
Freddie
catch, a
Jones
third
is
down
the tight end
conversion.
that gives most linebackers a
Keeping
matchup.
this drive alive and keeping that clock moving. Keep this Raiders defense on there. Terrell Davis going for a throw. It's intercepted. Oh, what a play by the Oakland Raiders.
Interception thrown today. Oakland ball.
Wow.
First and
I don't
10.
know that we've seen that yet. We've seen success with that play and like some deflections, but I don't know that we've seen a running back throw an interception. Maybe we have, and I just don't remember.
Pitch to Taylor. Runs right.
Taylor going to try and find some room. Oh, a nice job to get him moving. He might be gone. 30,
He could
20,
go all
10,
the
5,
way.
touchdown.
A 75-yard run for the touchdown.
75 yards, and they immediately pay off the turnover.
Keeps his feet moving and runs it in for the touchdown.
What happened to that would-be tackler? That's like I running like a creepo. Running like a burglar, like in every movie you've ever seen, on like his toes, like kind of hunched over. I'm gonna get you.
Here's the extra point attempt.
Wow. What a swing. Denver got bailed out on a 3rd and 18. They convert a nice 3rd and 9.
Good. That's his first extra point today.
And then throw an interception, and it's immediately cashed in
High
for
and to
6.
the right. Thrown down by Reinhardt. First and 10. Weak eye, 2 tight ends for the Broncos.
First and 10, dropping, throws, and drops back to pass, and does throw to Terrell Davis, 7th year out of Georgia. 8-yard gain to get this drive kicked off. Such a terrible field position. We saw that in NFL Fever a lot, in a couple of games where they just couldn't, like, it's a thing that it keeps adding up, where they keep taking it out of the end zone and getting well short. This drive would have started inside their own 15-yard line, and then you keep giving the other team good field position, they keep scoring, and just nothing ever changes. It's a bad pass out to the left, and that'll be a quick 3 and out. Kind of get it out to like where you would want to start, around the 20, but the point still remains. You can't keep having bad field position, because there's no guarantee you're going to gain 8 yards or whatever it is to try and get it to the 20 to have that more regular field position if it would have just been a touchback. Surprisingly common error in games that aren't Madden. We aren't able to play the 2K games or use those.
Play with the intensity of Junior Seau.
2nd down and 14, though I might take a second look at it, just in case. Just in case I miss something. Jay Fiedler drops back and throws a dart inside Broncos territory to number 85. That is a nice completion right there.
First down and 10 to go. Pull back to the strong side for the Raiders. He gives the ball to Taylor.
Going left side, tries to find some room, but it's driven out of bounds. We are at the halfway point of quarter number 2. They'll run that clock. 2nd down and 1.
Pull back to the strong side. 2 tight ends for Oakland.
16.
Jay Fiedler on the roof.
Joe Fiedler.
The defender just
They called him
lined up his
Jay
pads
Fiedler
and
on the
wham,
roof.
The ball pops loose before the receiver ever has full possession.
It's a really nice play by the Denver defense. I kind of like the quick throw out there. The defense just read it better than it was executed. They're going to go with a pass, a little screen pass. Find his way down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line. The quarterback looks to pass.
Deep throw over the middle. Finds a man leaping in between a bunch of defenders. And that is a first and goal.
Just wanted the ball more than everyone else.
First and goal at the 1-yard line. Pass play. Caught. A 1-yard pass for the touchdown.
For a second there, I thought the defense had intercepted the ball, but there's no mistaking it now. That's a touchdown.
How did you think that a guy intercepted the ball? There was no defender anywhere near him. He didn't get touched by a Denver Bronco until he got into the end zone. Tom Jackson's like, I watched you get the wrong game. I apologize. Minute and 35 seconds to go here. We have a 14-0 Oakland lead with Jay Fiedler on the roof.
Deep kick.
They're taking it again 5 yards deep in the end zone. He's able to get it out to the 20, so it's not terrible. But you just can't. You just can't. 2 backs in the backfield for the Denver Broncos, finding themselves down 2 scores. That's a really nice pass to the outside, and a terrific cut there to get upfield and get the first down. The clock continues to run. I don't think you're in any panic. Plenty of time to work with. Oh my God, was that not intercepted? Where was that ball supposed to go?
Interesting stats so far, Tom.
The offense have been relying on running after the catch.
Garcia
throws. He had a receiver, but a nice hit by Brad Jackson knocked the ball away. 3rd down and 10.
Bring in the nickel package. Pass play.
Caught, but well short of the line again. That is not what you were looking for.
Player back to punt. Tackled at the 24-yard line.
Boom, he got all of that one, and it hung in the air forever.
Ooh, a false start.
False start on number 66, offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
That kind of mistake is not going to win him any points with the coaches.
A first down with less than 40 seconds to go in the half. Weak eye for Oakland.
Fiedler throws and gets...
At no time in a football game will Junior Seau take a play off. He is one of the hardest working linebackers there is.
Play action fake.
Fiedler throws and finds a completed pass. A bizarre route towards the out of bounds. And I think he just kept hitting that oversized hit box. Finally driven out of bounds after a solid 12-yard gain. 30 seconds to go. Finds another completion out past the 40-yard line. Raiders will take a timeout here as they look to extend their lead. Already 2 scores. They can push it out to 3. 26 seconds to go here. A 1st and 10. Fiedler drops back, finds a leaping receiver into Denver territory, and that's their 2nd timeout taken on this drive. If they took another one, I did not realize it, so they could either have one or none. We'll find out as the last 22 seconds of this half wind down. Fiedler drops back and throws. He finds another receiver. Now, I'm curious to see where this ball is going to be spotted. They're going to spot him short. He had it by about 2 yards, but again got bumped by the hitbox, and it drove him in a weird direction. So the game giveth sometimes 8 extra yards, and the game taketh a first down. That is their 3rd and final timeout with 14 seconds to go. You would want to hold on to that for a field goal opportunity. We saw Kansas City in the last game use that very effectively. First down and 10. Fiedler, probably a good thing that he missed it there. You got to go sidelines, end zone, or just say screw it and kick the field goal. Fiedler into the end zone and missed everybody. Smartly, they will settle for 3.
It's good by at least 5 yards. That's his first field goal today.
So 17-0.
Here's the kick.
Yeah, and you can see that average starting field position is the 17-yard line. That is not good.
Brought down by Brown. At halftime.
Oh, that hits
Raiders
halftime. Okay,
lead by
cool.
17.
Good job. The rushing yards, obviously very lopsided.
Moss back to receive the kick.
Oh, pardon me, because of the massive run, 75-yard run. So yeah, you give up the 75-yard run, but I think you look at it as a kind of a positive. You have them for 10 yards for the rest of the half.
First and 10
Not terrible.
at the 18-yard line.
So first and 10, Oakland getting the ball back, which is not good news for the Broncos, who find themselves down 3 scores as we enter quarter number 3. Pitch to the outside. I believe it's Fred Taylor, I want to say. He can't really find a whole lot of room. So that Denver defense shows up, does a nice job to stop them to, or hold them to a gain of 1.
3 wide for Oakland.
Fiedler drops and throws a ball. That is a really nice throw, dropping in between the 2 defenders. That'll be a nice catch on the sideline.
Conway is a multi-purpose receiving threat that has been called upon to return kicks and punts, run to reverse, or even throw an occasional pass.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line. Single back, 2 tight ends for Oakland. Jay Fiedler on the roof.
Jay Fiedler finds a nice completion over the middle. That's a gain of 8, Fred Taylor. Fred Taylor, what did I say? Did I say Fred Taylor earlier?
Second down and 2 to go. 4 down linemen on D.
I feel like I said the wrong name. I feel like I was thinking of the right person, but maybe I said the wrong name. I don't really remember.
It's a run.
Oh, nice job by Denver again. A terrific job at Junior Seau. Surprise, surprise, making an excellent play. Shot through that gap, found that running back, and made sure that he did not get anything. 3rd and 2.
It's a run.
Nope. They were less effective that time. Fred Taylor, 90 yards on 7 carries. 6 carries for 15 yards otherwise.
Ball to Taylor.
They're going to try and find some room. Okay, that's a pretty nice piece of running right there. I like this Oakland Raiders drive here. They're really winding this clock, keeping it like they're getting some good completions, some nice throws from Fiedler, but I like they're running the ball and showing a commitment to it. They did rip off the big run earlier. Oh, Taylor! How did that second guy miss him? I can't believe that. That is
NFL coaches fear
wow.
Fred Taylor because he is a threat to score whenever he touches the ball.
Throwing left side again. Nice little reach and grab. Up to the 20. And that guy just slipped. There was no move made. No, like, animation button input, it seemed. Instead, he just kind of fell. First down and 10. Inside the red zone. Half of this quarter now taken up by this Raiders drive. And they look like they're already in clock melting mode. Taylor with a monster run up the middle yet again. That's a gain of 8.
7-yard run by Taylor.
They'll give him 7. Sorry. No, they'll give him 8. Chris Berman.
Pro set receiver in the slot for Oakland.
Second down and 2.
Ooh, nice disguise.
They go with a play action pass. Made the first man miss. Second man got there. Third guy just kind of hung out. I guess technically the first guy missed. The second guy chased and then gave up, and then the third guy came in and made the tackle. 1st and goal. Oakland already in clock management mode. Hey, if you're going to have a game that's a blowout like this, this is what I want to see. I want to see them using this clock, winding it, having effective drives.
Here's the pitch out.
There's a pitch left side. Nice job by Denver to stop him.
Run by Taylor.
Boom, the defender was
Dre Bly was
on his way to
probably
introducing himself to the ball
the most realistic option, or the most realistic opportunity, I should say, to get that tackle. Winding it down to 1 minute here in the third quarter.
And goal at the 4-yard line. Weak eye, 2 tight ends for Oakland. Here's the handoff. He scores.
And they'll get into the end zone to make it a 23-0 game. 59 seconds to go.
All you're asking for from the offensive line is a little daylight.
$24-0 now. We'll get up to the 21 and then get thrown further up the field for extra yard. So that Raiders drive took 80% of this quarter, and now Denver gets its first crack at this Oakland defense in the second half, and it's not off to a good start.
Anything going passing the ball. Tommy, what do you think of the game so far?
The offense have been relying on running after the catch.
Garcia.
Deep drop for Garcia, who throws it down the field and finds a completion to Freddie Mitchell for 24 yards and a first down.
That one could easily have been picked off.
Right in between a couple of Oakland defenders. A nice job there by Mitchell to just go up and get it. 1st and 10.
Pass play.
Throws to the left side. And another completion. That time to Scott. Darnay Scott. First reception, 11 yards.
2 tight ends, 1 back for Denver. Quarterback drops back. Intercepted by Vincent. That's his first interception thrown today. Oakland ball.
What was he reading on that play?
Oh, shoot. I looked away and that was an interception. My bad.
They seem to be
My
waiting
bad.
for him to throw it there.
Draw play.
Okay, so win with a draw play. I was very confused because he was standing back there to
by number 96.
throw the pass, and I was like, nah, no, please don't do that. It's a bad idea. That's about probably Denver's only shot to try and get back into this game. It's going to be an uphill climb. It technically is a 3-score game with the 2-point conversions, but obviously converting 3 2-point conversions is very tricky. The clock management isn't great in this game, so a 24-point lead at this point seems pretty insurmountable. 2nd down and 3 for the Raiders. They're going to pitch to the right side. Taylor tries to turn upfield, but nothing doing there. Damian Moore kind of throws them forward, and they'll
defense took charge there, and now the
set up a 3rd down and 4. Oakland in clock management. Oh, Madden on sale already? Don't tell me that.
3rd and 4 at the 9-yard line. The offense is in a strong eye formation. Draw play. He gets the first down.
Oh. Is it not fine to the thing? Starfield. Oh, is it not actually on sale? Or is that just backward compatible? What are we doing here? What is this list?
4-3 defense.
What am I doing? Oh, it's because it's not on the... Can you look at all? 500.
Taylor takes it outside. Brought down at the 24-yard line.
Okay, show me where the... Oh, it's 25% off?
Second down and
Don't tell me
4
things
to
like
go.
that.
Weak eye, 2 tight ends.
I don't have money for this.
Fiedler with the play fake.
Doesn't look like it's showing the correct
Put in
price.
traffic by McCarthy.
McCardell
Instead,
has the
is it
size
just-
and strength to get into a
Will you please?
position to make the catch on almost every down.
We'll play action pass here for Oakland. Ripping it deep down the field in between a couple of defenders. Nice catch there. Thanks for the replay. Madden Deluxe Edition. Ooh. It says 25% off, which would make it $74.99. But it says with EA Play $89.99. That's not right. That ain't right. It's still not worth it.
Gonna run it.
The defender is going to fight off his block and make this play before it has much of a chance to get started.
NFL Plus Edition. What does that mean? Ugh, you have too many editions, Madden. Stop it. Still cheaper to just buy the regular $69.99 version.
Second down and
Now, if
10 to
the
go.
regular version of it, the standard edition, were on sale for like 25% off. I think it might be a little bit
With the play fake.
better.
Lineman got a hand on that one.
I don't know. I enjoyed my
Third and
time
10
with it.
At the 47-yard
It has it has the obvious problems that you would figure it would have, but it has some surprising ones. Like menus aren't super responsive. Obviously, the microtransaction stuff's really bad. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 2-minute warning, the Raiders lead by 24.
So 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go in this one. Kind of a dull second half, but the Raiders have done a good job of at least milking the clock, keeping it moving.
Just switches gears. A 4-yard run by Taylor.
We'll get you scores. We'll get you standings. We'll get you all caught up on action from around the league. And we'll get you set up for week number 10. We're almost halfway done with season number 5. That'll end sometime in, I believe it's late November.
5 at the 35-yard
It might be the week of Thanksgiving that we'll be ending this 5th season.
He gives the ball to Taylor.
Oop.
Tackled by Crockett.
And I will I'll do some additional testing on some other games. But in all likelihood, it'll be NFL Fever 2004 on the Xbox. The final
3rd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
final game in that franchise. That one didn't even end because of the NFL exclusivity license. Xbox just killed off its Xbox Sports Network XSN. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but there is a good video about NFL Fever. About it's on, I believe it's Soft Drink TV, Soft Drink Sports TV. They do a lot of retrospectives on older sports games from around this time, and that one seemed to be more a victim of the fact that one, it didn't sell well, but it didn't sell well because the difference in the game between 2002 and 2003 burned a lot of people because the main focus was getting it online when it should have been more gameplay stuff under the hood, and then come out with 04 and put it online. And that would seem to be what was kind of more the issue rather than, because we've watched however many games, 17 times 3 plus 12, like we watched a lot of games in that, and the 02 and 03 are very similar. 04 should be interesting. All right, here we are, week number 9. The Ravens knock off the Steelers 17-9. The Dolphins take care of the Panthers 10-3. Bears beat the Browns 10-6. We watched the Giants annihilate the Cowboys 28-7. The game we should have watched was actually kind of a blowout in favor of the Titans. Titans 33, Jaguars 13. Falcons over the Patriots by 7, 17-10. The Packers regained control of the NFC Central thanks to a missed field goal by the Buccaneers. 6-3 your final there. 49ers take care of the Lions 17-10. Cardinals over the Eagles 14-9. Bills manhandle the Colts 34-7. Chargers take care of the Chiefs, flip that. Chiefs take care of the Chargers in overtime. Fantastic game. Probably the best game we watched today. I don't think it was really much of a contest. 20-17 your final there. The Seahawks, they're going to be in an interesting position. They fall by 17 in Washington, 27-10. Saints over the Jets, 21-10. 21-10. Okay. I threw myself off because I just said the word 10. And then the Raiders beat the Broncos, 24-0. Fred Taylor, your AFC offensive primetime player. 2 rushing touchdowns, 121 yards, 1 touchdown reception, and 41 receiving yards. He was all over the place. My goodness. Darian Gordon had an interception return for a touchdown, 2 picks in the game, and 2 tackles to be your AFC defensive primetime player. And Ryan Longwell, 4 field goals and 3 extra points for the Titans, your AFC special teams primetime player. Olandis Gary, I flipped the A and the R, 133 rush yards, 1 rushing touchdown, and a touchdown reception to be your NFC offensive primetime player. Sean Williams picking up an interception return for a touchdown, 2 picks, a forced fumble, and 2 tackles. NFC defensive primetime player. And John Carney, a familiar face for the NFC special teams primetime player. 2 field goals and 3 extra points. All right, let's take a look at the standings. Rams had a bye week. And I'm just going to double check here. Okay. Usually it jumps me to the next week, but that's all right. Hopefully these standings are correct, but we'll figure it out if not. The Rams, they're atop the NFL at 7-1. The Raiders, Packers 6-2. Seahawks 5-2-1. Chiefs, Patriots 6-3. The Bengals 5-3. They had the week off. Falcons, Bucks. Then we start getting into more of that middle ground where it starts to get real cluttered. But let's take a look at the individual divisions. The NFC, Rams, Packers, Giants right now, and then Falcons, Bucks, 49ers. The only time that ever looks weird is if a team like, say, the Giants were 4-5 but still led the division, and then like they're in the spot of the Vikings. That's where it gets kind of interesting. All right. In the East, the Giants lead. I believe this is the first time they have ever led the division. 5-4 is their record. They knocked off the Cowboys, who fall to 4-4. Washington's 4-5 after a big win against Seattle. The Cardinals are 3-5. The Eagles 2-6. The Rams have the control of the NFC West. They lead it at 7-1. The Falcons are 5-3. The 49ers 4-4. Saints 3-5, and the Panthers 3-6. The Packers, they have control of the NFC Central with their victory today. 6-2 is their record. The Buccaneers fall to 5-3. The Vikings are 4-4. The Bears 3-5, and the Lions 2-6. Over in the AFC, it would be the Raiders, the Patriots, the Bengals, and then Seahawks, Chiefs, Ravens, with the Broncos, due to the tie, the first team out. And Seattle would get, well, they'd be the 4 seed, I think, by virtue of the tie. Because the Raiders would be the 1, the Patriots would be the 2, the Bengals would be the 3. In the East, it's pretty cluttered. Patriots are 6-3, and the Bills and Dolphins both 4-4. The Jets 4-5, and the Colts 3-5. Raiders are 6-2. The Seahawks are 5-2-1. Chiefs are 6-3. Broncos are 4-4-1. And the Chargers are 2-6. But they played pretty well against Kansas City. Just fell in overtime. And that terrible interception I thought was going to end the game. But it's a really nice job. They threw the interception, thought they were going to lose the game. They drove down the field and tied it. The AFC Central is always a mess, and it remains that way this year. The Bengals are 5-3. The Ravens 5-4. Titans and Jags at 4-4. Browns. Yeah, Browns 3-5, and the Steelers 2-6. That gets you all caught up on the standings. Sorry about missing that one game. It's been a bit of a day, little frustrating, but hey, you know what? It happens to the best of us, and that's just, sometimes that's what happens. Thank you again so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Don't worry, I'll make sure to save this so I don't lose that too. Boy, oh boy, would that be awful. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you next week with a brand new episode. It'll be week number 10, and at that point, we'll be halfway done with yet another season here in Random Rosters. If you would like to see more Tuesdays right here on youtube.com/ShawnosaurusRex, check out baseball later in the evenings. Other gameplays going up throughout the week as well. Taste test on Saturdays. All kinds of good stuff. We'll see you next week for more exciting football action inside ESPN NFL Primetime 2002 next Tuesday. Subscribe and ring the bell. Good sports.